Yeah, that's right. And it's going to be a full day of racing. I mean, with over 900, I think 943 competitors through the week.
Over 1,000 last night.
Oh, was it 1,000? So it's
over
now
1,000, yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be probably, this is the largest off-road event in the world.
It's the largest King of the Hammers ever.
Yep.
I forget what the numbers were, but we have more ticket buyers yesterday than we did last year on Sunday.
That's incredible.
Fans. And obviously another, how many more? I want to say we almost doubled the racer count.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Of registration.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If not over double, because it was close to not quite 500 before.
Yeah, I don't remember what we had last year.
Yeah, but now it's just insane. It was like 483 last year. Now it's like, you know, there went, like I said, it was 943. Now we're up to 1,000. When I was out checking out the desert race yesterday, taking some pictures.
Hammers. I came from Yucca Valley, so that would have been from the southeast, I think.
Yep.
And when you turn right to get onto the dirt road, which is another 5 miles into Hammertown, if you look straight down the highway or straight down the road towards it's a Big Bear.
Yep.
And that's probably a straight stretch of like 7 or 8 miles, if not a little bit more. It was bumper to bumper, stop traffic as far as the eye could see. As far as the eye could see, and it was when I finally got to the registration, because you got to drive like 5-6 miles in to get to where the registration tent is, which was huge. I was in line, and the guy at the counter told me once you turn off onto the dirt, it was a 5-hour wait to get to the registration trailer or registration tent. Well, not wait, but it's just stop and go traffic to get
goodness.
in, and it was just that packed. And that was at Friday at just early afternoon. So yeah, but the thing is, once you get through all those squirrely things, you're good to go. There's more vendors here. I think it's another, what you say, 35% more vendors than we've ever had. And what's neat, it's not stretched out. It's all packed in, and it's not a far walk from one vendor to another as compared to years past, where it's kind of a little bit of a hike. So it's really got that communal effect. Everybody's tied in. We got a great entertainment stage.
Monster
huge
Energy stage over there. Oh, yeah. We got some big bands coming in.
Mid-America Outdoors has got 2 huge hospitality trailers down here, vantage points right at the start-finish line. The King of the Hammers has a huge VIP area. I mean, there's just so many vantage points of where you can see the action, specifically right here in the Shortcourse area, the start-finish line. To say nothing of going out into the desert and going wherever the hell you want to watch whatever the hell you want. So,
well, it's really great. I was looking over the Monster Energy stage right behind us there, and they got a lot of setup for seats. And a lot of people are going to be
much bigger than the years past, too.
Huge, yeah. I was so impressed with that. Seeing a lot of the cars starting to stage up for qualifying this morning. So it's going to be some good one. I actually got a chance to talk to Paul O'Brien, one of our SR1 drivers, and he was saying, man, that practice was pretty crazy. Over a minute lap. This is a bigger track than they've ever raced before.
I want to say it's a little over, just a tick over a mile in length.
Yeah, I think it is.
All in the Shortcourse area.
Yeah.
And it's big, it's wide.
It's never been this big before. It's incredible. But it's really sandy, really loamy, and it's going to make for some real interesting racing. I can tell you, these guys are going to have a good time. They've been dying to do it. We were going to do this last year. Things didn't quite work out.
Yeah.
But now, Shortcourse, now part of the
There was a
Hammers
little bit of an exhibition-ish kind of thing. I think we had like 1 Pro 2, maybe 2, 3 Pro lights, a couple of mod carts. That was, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago.
That was the demo,
Yeah. And there's a big contingent from the Midwest here as well.
Yes, I know.
You know, some pretty good names. Ricky G here, who runs both series actually.
Both series,
and then
Jared Brooks, Doug Matag.
Yeah.
14 Pro 2s.
Johnny Holcher, 14.
14 Pro 2s.
Oh.
Yeah, Johnny Holcher's here. Love the Holcher family. Awesome people too.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Insane.
I've been
20 plus UTVs.
And here's the funny part is I was telling all these guys that were contacting me from the Midwest, so I didn't know who was all coming.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was reaching out. They were reaching out to me, and I'm like, all I can tell you for sure, bring your sand tires or your grooving iron.
Yes.
You're gonna need one or both.
Yeah, you got to make your own paddles out of some of those grooves.
And it's just this side of racing on a beach, but you had mentioned last night it was like a heavy sand.
Yes.
Well, as they were building this track, the short course specifically, they were watering it. Then they had moved more sand, then they were watering again. So it never had a chance to really dry, so the water soaked in. And I would venture to bet that on the racing area, the racing surface, should say.
When they get a little of that racer coffee in there. You know, I picked up some of the whiskey throttle, the whiskey infused coffee last year. Oh man, that is some tasty stuff. I guess they age it in a barrel, just the flavor.
Yeah.
But you can add a little whiskey through the day if you're not driving a race. You know, warm up at Hammertown. So qualifying looks like it's underway here. So qualifying, Scott, basically it's going to be 3 laps. So 3 laps. So cars are qualifying now. Let's with it, his wife Poppy. Always do a great job with our short course crew here. Great shot over there of flying high.
Oh, more than flying, kind of like standing up on end.
That's right. Those colors don't run. So it looks like we had a UTV. It's going to pull off the track there. They got their qualifying here. Let's see the times. So we're looking now minute 9s, minute 10s. Looks like the fastest was Corey. So up next, the Weller Race One UTVs. Wow, this is awesome to see. Paul O'Brien, Brandon Kilgore. There's Corey Weller in the 18. Scott Webster, get him back. Chris Reedon, Sam Nino, Nick Petrick, and Robert Gutierrez, Stephen Arilla, and Larry Hayes. Now these are something very different. They've taken a lot of the old, Rhino chassis, and now I know the Wellers make the custom chassis based off that original Yamaha Rhino platform. But they go out there, get a lot of those R1 motors, 1000cc. They're no longer 4-wheel drive, they're 2-wheel drives. They're like a scaled down Pro 2. So very cool. You can see a lot of, yeah, it's weight to weight ratio of a Pro 2, Scott. You're absolutely correct. It's kind of like a adult version of a mod cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a great shot of that new Honda Talon Pioneer Crew, the 4-seater. They're all staged up there, and that was what we were talking earlier. You can see the monster stage. They actually got it set up where you can see. He was still actively racing things then, so I remember watching, coming out and watching you do that, and that was pretty cool. It was like, whoa, what's this short course stuff? This is awesome. It's like the old Mickey Thompson days.
Yeah, it kind of was. I mean, that was the takeoff on it.
Sounds like a bunch of, I guess, pissed off race bikes out there. R1, the motorcycle motors that run these things.
I always ventured like 10, 12 of them.
Yeah.
You want some like little smart.
And really watch everything come to life. The sun's up. I'm starting to feel that warmth of the sun. Luckily, we got a big, we're in the booth here. We got a little bit of a wind block. But it's just a gorgeous morning out here. Blue skies. Little dust, not as bad as I thought, but wait till people start moving around town here. It's like people are waiting for PCI to open up. We're just like, guys, it's still early. So get that racer coffee. Get that caffeine flowing through the yield system there and wake up. And it looks like I see Scott Webster in that 42. He's out qualifying as we get a nice drone flyover. And that really gives you a good indication, all those motorhomes, how many people are here. Paul O'Brien, the number 11 there, getting some laps in there. And you can really see when they go through. He's keeping that wheel spin up as he goes through that heavy dirt through the turns. Beautiful sweeping turns here. We have a little Daytona style turn up top coming around. Great shot there, the number 9 there of Chris Redden. R3 on the side of that machine. So Paul O'Brien's still the quick qualifier out there with a 112. Brandon Kilgore, Chris Reedon, Robert Gutierrez, Sammy Nino, Scott Webster, Corey Weller. It's kind of weird not seeing Corey Weller up on the top times there. Well, it could be a reason because we're not seeing her turning any laps yet. Maybe that's why. Seeing 0 laps, so maybe she didn't make the call. Webster goes by, clicks off the ticker there. Kilgore.
So our top 3 is still Paul O'Brien with a 338. Brandon Kilgore, the 343, top 3. Chris Redden's in there with a 348. Wait, no, Robert Gutierrez, 348 flat.
Well, that would be their overall time.
Overall, yeah, there we go.
Because they're about a minute and 10, minute 13. We're saying a minute and 13 seconds. I think that's what we're seeing, the fastest qualifying time there. We're given their overall combined of each lap. Here's what we're seeing. O'Brien, Kilgore, Redden, Gutierrez. Oh, there's a little dust in that mouse there, Scott. It's a dusty mouse.
Yeah, it's an old one.
What does not have dust that you own out here? That's what all I want to know. A great shot of our Great American flag up there. Seeing the wind conditions we're seeing. Reading going by there, the R3 number 9 machine. Looking all stealth, all in black.
Every once in a while, a little gust of wind comes up and fills everything up here with dust. Just loads up this laptop. So right now we got our fast time on lap number 4. It's Paul O'Brien with a 1:11.3. Brandon Kilgore on that same lap is a 1:12.9.
So sounds like Cole Mamer's watching us from the shop at home as he's building, actually rebuilding his new truck.
You know, as I look at this, it looks like everybody's fastest lap was on the last lap. So that looks like that'll take care of qualifying for the SR1s. Top 3, Robert Gutierrez, like I said before, 1:13.36. Brandon Kilgore, 1:12.96. And Paul O'Brien, fast qualifier in the Weller Racing SR1 UTVs. It's a 1:11.3. So that'll take care of qualifying for Weller Racing SR1s. As you can see, they're pulling off the track. And Youth 1000 UTVs. So we're kind of like changing the order of what we're used to as far as qualifying order. This one always really amazed me because it's like, okay, the kids are going from 170s or a trophy cart, and which are, okay, let's convert. I mean, what is a trophy cart?
50 horsepower?
No.
Oh, 450 motor?
Well, in the mods.
Oh, yeah, the mods.
But like the Junior 2s.
Oh, gosh.
Those are like 12 horsepower.
Yeah.
12 or 14 horsepower. And all of a sudden, some of these kids are going from J2s.
265cc Subaru motors. And then
don't remind me.
I know. You bought a few of those at Harbor Freight, Scott, I know.
I bought a pallet.
Yeah.
I bought a pallet at a time. 4 motors.
This is great. Now, this is basically a stock UTV class for the kids.
But it's a pretty big jump to go from 12, 15 horsepower to 1,000 cc UTV. But it was pretty impressive to see some of these kids in their improvement last year in this class, from they kind of first time they were ever behind the wheel of these things to the last race we had up there in Victorville. Yeah.
We're going to see some number 1s in some of the classes for championships. These kids and other classes. This is the start. This is round number 1. The Great American Shortcourse Series, powered by Optima batteries, here at the Progressive King of the Hammers.
So it looks like we got 7 1000s out there. We got Drake Matag in the 18, Jaden Zane Minder in the 915, Dylan Trent in the 22, Nolan Bishop in the 32, Drady Jones in the 64, Taryn McCullough in the 13, and Josie Watkins in the 37.
That's awesome. So it's great to see Drake racing, the younger brother of Doug Matag out there, and of course Chad Matag, the father, one of the original guys back with the Arthurs and the Georges that really got the UTV momentum going in short course.
And I thought way back in the day, I thought it was just a fad. I really did.
What are these golf carts and steroids out there?
So. Was that Steve Barlow?
Yes, it was.
Really? Former Red Bull star?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Champ.
Pro 2, Pro 4 driver? Really?
The stars are turning out, Scott.
You know why he's here, right? He had a race yesterday.
Is he crewing?
Yeah. That father and son team, junior and senior.
Oh, yeah, Mason.
Mason, yeah.
Mason, yes.
I want
that's
to say
right.
they were out here in the Class 1 car yesterday.
Yeah, I think so.
And then he'll be running one of the Pro 2s
Yes, he
today
will.
as well.
In the eBay Motors car.
Yeah.
Great family. Love the Masons. Love all these families. These
Actually,
are such great families.
just a reminder, tomorrow. Oh, it was yesterday morning. I'm sorry. Yeah. The chapel service.
We're having chapel service today, actually, at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. in the Mason pit area.
Yes.
eBay Motors pit area, which I want to say is right here in the vendor area as well.
All right, we see him, our pace vehicle, that beautiful Honda Crew, Honda Talon. It's really great to see all these manufacturers now with the UTVs out there, some great ones. And I think it's a Crew in there, leading them around. We've got, looking at the number there, the 22. Dylan Trent there in the 22, just getting some of the numbers of the young drivers. We have a couple new ones joining the Great American Shortcourse. Of course, everybody heard that Great American Shortcourse was going to be at King of the Hammer, Scott. Our numbers just grew. So great. What a world huge stage to stand on here. So much exposure for any driver that comes out here and competes at King of the Hammers. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get this one on the clock here. You see him get on the loud pedal there. And you see a lot of these single seat, the Polaris RS1s, which are the single version. Kind of their, we're going to make this for racing. Let them get around, get on the clock. So how crazy, I'm just looking at my phone, pops up, memories from 2 years ago, right here. I can tell you wherever I am, every early January and February. Google reminds me. So we're starting to get by here. We got some times here now. Dylan Trent, Josie Watkins, Drake Matag, Chaden St. Menders so far as they come by. But as we just saw in the last class, that the fastest time is going to be the last lap usually. So we're starting to figure out. You don't get as many laps here to figure out this course. They had 3 last night, 2 little practice, and then 3 to qualify. It's early, it's qualifying. People are starting to meander around Hammertown here, kind of going, what's going on? I hear race cars. I love seeing these youth classes because this is kind of the future that feeds a lot of the different sports, whether it's, in the Hammer UTV classes to the Ultra 4s. A lot of these drivers I've seen going into the the desert racing. You know, they get their start here. So Drake Matag, current fast lap setter there, with Chayton Sandminder right behind him. Josie Watkins running in that third spot so far, followed by Dylan Trent, Taryn McCullough, Drady Jones, and Nolan Bishop. And it looks like we got one over there. Kind of knew this was going to happen with this heavy sand. It's a big adjustment for a lot of these drivers. And if you haven't really driven in the desert and you've been on a short course, exit, a little bit of a transition. When in doubt, pin it out. So that was the 22 of Dylan Trent that went over. And the cool thing is, 4 guys go over, tip that right back on the Riverside down, and let them get going again. The great thing is, all these kids, the professional drivers, all the safety equipment that they have, you know, from the head neck restraints to the helmets to the seat belts and suspension seats to the race seats, it's all the same that any large truck to the desert trucks to the hammer trucks, all the different classes, they all have to have the same type of safety innovations that have done over the years. And kind of a bummer thinking about that. A guy that invented a lot of that, we just lost, Robbie Pierce, and it got Mastercraft Safety going and Impact. But that keeps a lot of our race car drivers safe out there, and we thank him for that. And I know he's looking down at all of us and knowing the good work that he's done to keep these drivers, as you see one has gone over now, trying to figure out there's a spare tire, there's the side tires. It's kind of hard to hear and see on the mound which way they're facing them. A great safety crew checking on the driver, making sure everything's okay as they continue to circulate around the track. What a beautiful sight there, the hills here surrounding Johnson Valley and the lake bed, and motorhomes as far as the eye could see. Still Drake Matag with a quick time. About a 1:15.424 fast lap. Looking really close there, only about 2 3/10 of a second separating some of the drivers here. Good overshot. Oh, there it's number 64 that went over.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the program and what they're going to see today. The fans here, both in Lake Bed and at home, a little bit different, but close to being the same with what the Great American Short Course and how they run things. We'll be having practice and qualifying this morning up until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And when qualifying is done, we'll take about an hour break and coming back to actual full-blown racing. And I want to say, is it noon?
11 to 5.
11 to 5. There you go. 11 to 5 racing. So.
And of course, we've got qualifying going on over at Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder.
That you mentioned. We'll try to give some updates. We'll do some split screen. I'm sure our great production team's going to be trying to keep Hammertown and all the fans up to date. What's going on? We'll keep you up to date with the racing here for Shortcourse as well as that.
It comes to a point where we might even take a break here for a couple of minutes at the Shortcourse area, so we can do a quick recap and live action from Chocolate Thunder. Then possibly go back to Great American Shortcourse here, and then maybe a race or two, another little bit of a break, like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Do an update up at Chocolate Thunder and kind of bounce back and forth. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to produce that exactly, if we're going to be doing live split screen. But as far as audio goes, so we got Ian Johnson up there. I believe Miles is up there,
yep.
And boy.
Is Pam up there too?
I think Pam is up there, yeah. Pam Hall's up there, so we'll try to get some audio from them, as well as live shots from Chocolate Thunder. And if by chance you want to see it firsthand, which I highly recommend, get your butts up there. You don't want to walk there. I can tell you that, because I walked back from there one time. It doesn't look that far away, and there's a jumbotron up there, even up there in the rocks.
Whoa! You walked back from Chocolate Thunder?
Yeah, I must say it was
pissed off that wouldn't give you a ride.
Evidently, everybody. Something happened here in Hammertown that nobody could go up there to pick me up, and the camera guy, and we both ended up walking all the way back from Chocolate Thunder. The last half mile kind of sucked because the sand was getting kind of loose. But no, it's really, if you haven't seen it firsthand, you need to get up there and check it out. And I just wonder if our #1 fan at Chocolate Thunder is there again this year, because I guess he's been going up there every year. There's been KOH, and he's the guy with the blowhorn.
Yep.
And he heckles every driver as they come up Chocolate Thunder. Every single driver, and fans love it. He's just part of the aura of what is King of the Hammers.
Part of the experience.
Yeah. So there's a shot of some of our trophy carts getting ready to come out in just a moment. Close-up shot.
Big thanks out to A.M. Ortega, Jr., the Junior 1, but A.M. Ortega, Maurice Ortega, grandfather of a lot of our young drivers that started, like Sheldon Creed, that's racing NASCAR now. He's raced for Robbie Gordon. He started right here in these classes, so it's really great to see a lot of these young drivers.
There's, I want to go back 2-3 years, because that's what really struck me, is in the ARCA series. At one point during an ARCA race, 3 of the top 5 drivers at that moment on the track came from trophy carts in this series. It was, like you said, Sheldon Creed,
Zane Smith,
Riley Herbst, and just out of the top 5 was Haley
Deegan.
Yeah.
The Dirt Princess, she started right here too. So it's really great to see a lot of these kids. I mean, we can go back to the Jimmy Johnsons, to started off-road. Robbie Gordon went to NASCAR, he started off-road. You see so many off-roaders that have transitioned so well into that.
And it's crazy because Jimmy will tell you, it's because if you can race dirt, you can race on pavement. You recognize that looseness. If you can drive loose on dirt, which it's all the time, you can drive loose on the pavement. Hey, PCI, open up! You got demanding customers out here. One really ticked off big guy. If you want to get shit done, get the big guy to do it. But for the fans that are watching us at home, we want to thank you for tuning in and checking things out. If you by chance have questions, oh boy, they really watered up that car. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to see that.
I was wondering, is that a spare tire? I've never seen a Shortcourse with a spare tire. No, it was the front tire broken off and laying on the back of the car.
Oh, but as I was saying, if any fans at home have questions for us, please chime in, ask away. Dave and I will do our best to answer your questions. If not, I will ask the fans here directly in front of us. They might know. I'm not beyond thinking I know everything. Oh my God, I know I don't. Just ask my wife. Well, the next class qualifying will be Junior 1s. The A.M. Ortega Junior 1 division will be coming up. These are the littlest. What I love about this class, okay, look at the steering wheel and look at the height of the helmet. there's not a lot of difference there.
No.
The top of the steering wheel, the top of the helmet. But the talent that these kids possess, every once in a while, you'll get, wait, when did that count?
Yeah, there it is, the AMR Ticket Junior Ones, and
Yeah.
show a little star where we are here in Southern California, up in Johnson Valley, if you can figure it out.
Yeah.
We keep it a secret because only 70,000 people know, or 80,000 or 100,000 now. Shh, don't tell anybody.
We're right next to the Marine base too.
Yep,
So if anybody gets lost and kind of crosses that invisible line,
they'll find you.
oh, they're watching you already, and they're just on their way to get you. If you guys want a quick warm-up, since we don't have much of a fire, okay, any fire out here, make sure and stop over by that the Racer coffee trailer. There's a close-up. Not exactly sure who of. He looks kind of freaked out.
It's the race face. He's got that focus. See if I can-
It's a green interior.
Yeah, great exterior. Oh, Brixton Work. Okay. Brixton, little guy, been racing for a couple years already, I think. Last year I know he did all season.
There you can see in the background the VIP Red Bull. I'm sorry, the Monster. I'm sorry, the Monster VIP area.
Great shot of these little young drivers there. There's staged up there.
I'm not sure if we're able. Oh, there we go. There's a drone shot right on the edge of the short course area. I'm not sure if we can get a shot of the distance of Chocolate Thunder off in the distance there, where we should have a pretty good contingent of racers as well as fans. And there's Hammertown. Short course in the foreground. Look at that. Wow. And to think that 1 week ago, that was not there.
No, it was, well,
No.
the short course, no.
The
Yeah.
campers.
Campers, yeah. Well, there's a few of them.
What, three?
Well, King of the Motos had the Bender area set up there.
Dave, just
It
go
was
with it.
1%.
That's not my point.
1%.
I call Hammertown the fastest growing city in
It
the country
is.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. I like that.
There we go. There's a nice shot of Hammertown. And, oh, we just missed it. Chocolate Thunder, I think, was over here. Look at that flag. Still pretty windy out here, but you don't really feel it here in Hammertown right now, which is kind of nice. So we're going to bring the AM Ortega Junior 1 carts up for their 3 laps of qualifying. You know, it's my new cell phone.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty fancy, Scott.
It's not fancy. It's for old guys. It's one of those flip open deals. Extra large font, extra large pictures. Yeah.
Is that the one the kids are playing with on the TV?
I don't know. Is it? I have no idea.
It's like when you go from like a 50-inch screen to a 85. So the AM Ortega Junior 1's now rolling out on the track here. You can see that beautiful Honda Crew Pioneers leading them around. It's kind of our pace vehicle there that's going to bring them. You'll see that thing pull off. The lights will go off on top. That's when it ducks off the course, and that's when we're going to go head to the green flag and get this started.
But the clock will not start until they cross the start-finish
That's
line.
correct.
That's where the timing loop begins.
Which is just a hair past that arch itself. So they're going to be racing all the way through that thing.
God, I thought we'd have more than 5.
Well, the Junior 2s, that's a big one too. Well, some of the kids have moved up. They got
Well,
a
the
little
thing
older.
is, too, this is a school day. And
How lucky can you be?
Yeah. the teacher's taking attendance at school right now. Okay.
Well, can they do like? Well, I mean, we had that remote learning because they could just kind of put his cell phone in there and he could watch his while he's racing. He could watch
Well, you know,
his
there's
class.
some kid at school right now watching this on a cell phone, just like we are.
Oh heck yeah!
And I can just hear her teacher. Okay, where's Gibbs? Gibbs? Oh, that's right. He's at a race. No, the other kids are going.
Man. All right.
But don't they get to throw away one race out of the series as their?
Depending on the class. I think it's just the pro classes, but I think this is going to be an exception because this is a school day for most kids.
So we're going to green flag racing. There it is. Qualifying has begun as they hit the start-finish line, and we are underway for 3 laps of qualifying.
More importantly, it's the Optima Batteries green flag. And we watch these lines, how they're setting up already. They got to realize they got to qualify. You don't want to race with each other.
Yeah.
You got to get in. You got to set it up. You know, back off a little bit.
You know, basically waste your first lap, I guess
Yeah.
you'd say, just for hopefully 2 good laps.
You know, they're like, hey, I'm off school. The adrenaline's pumping. We're in a race car. We're a king of the hammers. Life is good. So Torfy, Wirt, Glaze, Gibbs, Scafuto, and Scafuto. We got 2 of them out there. We got Michael and Penelope.
Well, a little racing going at the point. I don't think it really hurt anybody because they were at a point on the track where they were both at full speed and just went inside and outside. Here we complete lap number 1. And lap time for Torfy is a 3:19.3. Oh, that's Glaze. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Brody Glaze. Brixton Wirt now moves in second. Gibbs to third. Torfy just hit it. You're right the first time, Scott. Look at that. He jumped right to the top.
Yeah, Torfy with a 3:12. Glaze with a 3:19. Wirt with a 3:23. Gibbs 3:34. And Scafuto 3:45 and a 4:09. April Palmer checks in. Good morning, April. Same to you. Thank you so much. Where are you checking in from? That's what's always cool, too, when people are monitoring or watching us at home. I always like to ask them where they're checking in from,
Yep.
who their favorite driver is, and it's always kind of cool to know. So, April, let us know where you're watching us from. And how come you're not at work?
Or they might be at work just watching it in their cubicle.
Yeah. What's the name of the companies? I'll page your boss. Henderson, Nevada, she checks in from.
Well, that's
All right.
close enough. She
Yeah.
can drive here.
So Torfy still has the fast time of the 3:13. Nobody's really close. Look at that gap.
Torfy's been quick all last season, so he's starting out this season, 2023, with a bang right out front, trying to get that fast qualifying position. But Scott, a lot of people aren't familiar with their qualifying. Some of the larger classes, I don't know if they're going to do this one, but there is a inversion. They will usually pick a pill and they'll invert them either 0, 2, 4, 6, depending on the size of the class. So getting the fastest qualifying time doesn't always guarantee you to be in that pole
Is there a
position.
point awarded, though, or points awarded for fast time?
Fastest qualifying
Yeah.
points, and then usually leading at the halfway point during the race.
So we had somebody come up here earlier and ask about the Chocolate Thunder situation, and when qualifying begins there, which it should be underway, we'll be doing updates with live footage from time to time. Not exactly sure how that's going to work back in the production truck, but we'll do our best to keep you updated with what's going on at Chocolate Thunder, or it's not that far away. Jump in your side-by-side or your truck and head off on that direction. You can even take a car if you choose your lines wisely. But, we're not that far away from Chocolate Thunder. You will not walk it. Don't walk it. I tell you that right now firsthand. Don't walk it.
Well, and of course you have the premium package for streaming. You'll be able to watch it all. You get all that in a bag of chips.
So we got a caution flag up. Not exactly sure what for. Hey, Corey Winter just checked in. Corey Winter.
What's up, Corey?
Yeah, he's probably Dare I say, Corey, you're one of the newest cheeseheads living out in Wisconsin now? Atta boy! How's the weather there? Yeah! Our producer in my ear goes, cold, don't you know, eh? Yeah, yeah. John Fitzgerald checks in, probably one of the best. Oh, so we're going right to a checkered flag. Okay.
So it looks like Torfy's going to be the quick qualifier.
James Burtock checks in from Riverside. Corey Winter goes, it's too cold for me. Now, what the hell? You should have known that before you bought a place out there, you numbnut. Now that he has numbnuts.
Well, he could be here, and it could be a little warmer.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not by much. I miss having Corey with us. He's going to do a lot of great stuff. And
he's one of our trophy car kids.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, now he's one of the preeminent Pro 2 drivers.
Yeah.
Been out there wailing away in the Midwest. John Fitzgerald, like I started to say, he's probably one of, if not the best.
Buggy drivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
1,600 buggy drivers in the country.
And yeah, limited buggies or whatever you want to call it.
There's going to be Junior 2s, I believe, coming up next. I'm not sure.
No, Razor 170s is coming up next.
Oh, okay. Another one of those young ones, young classes. The Razor 170 UTVs. They were added, what, 2 years ago, I think?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And I remember there was like only 2 of them to start one race. Next time we had like 6, and then they started multiplying.
Kind of like trophy cars at the very beginning.
Yeah, beginning just kind of.
Rodrigo Ampudia was one of the first ones.
Oh, it's incredible to think about.
He single-handedly almost halted the trophy car phase on the first race. There's only 5 cars. Big tabletop right in front of the crowd. First race, they take the green flag. 5 cars head for that tabletop. He wads it up. Nose, tail, nose, tail, nose, tail. The crowd gets silent. Quiet. He crawls out of that car and stands on top and does his wild man pose. Jeez.
And hence the rod amp was born.
Yeah. So Sheila Shearer checks in. Go Brody Glaze. It's her grandson, Tony Collinsworth. Says go Collinsworth Racing. And Jason checks in. Goes good old Wisconsin. 40 degrees south of 10, 10 degrees north of 10. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, the northern divide. There's a good shot of our Razor 170s and our kids getting ready to come out. Basically, that's like just a badass leaf blower right there.
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely clear your patio.
Give that big old cord a yank and wah in the backyard. Keegan Kincaid's checked in. How about that?
Hey, Keegan.
All right, Keegan.
I just had Cole Mamer sent me a little text saying he wished he was here. So next year he's going to have to steal a Pro 2 to come out and race with us.
Mike Funk is checked in. We got some of these Midwest guys checking in, man.
No, don't you know?
Jason goes, let's go VDE Racing. All right, yeah.
Looks like we got Jake Hill, Trenton Lawrence out there, Ronnie Vale, and the 152, Brixton Wirt. He's going to be doing double duty.
Whoa, John Fitzgerald, he goes, he's going to be out here tonight racing with Tyler Rimmereed.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's going to be a tough pair. Wow.
Wow, this is a huge class.
I was going to say that I'm watching the video right now, the live feed, and the camera guy just keeps going on and on, keeps walking through the field.
Yeah, Ian Corona, Brianna Walton, Cassidy Walton, Shea McCullough. We got Braden Lucas, Bentley Dixon, Mason Atbury, Brian Fulcher, and Luke Vale. And of course, we're going to be doing the kids 170 race for Hammers too.
Huh?
We're going to do a Hammers little 170 race, a separate one from this from Great American Shortcourse. So the 170 is going to get a little bit of more love and more racing out here.
So they'll be crawling on little rocks.
Pebbles.
Oh, that'd be cool to start them 3 wide. Look at that. Little mini Indy.
Mini Indy, there you go.
Just to the right of the picture right there, you can see that is the Monster VIP area. I should say viewing area, because it's not so much VIP, but everyone's welcome up there.
Yeah, viewing area, correct.
Brock Hager's checked in. He's watching.
He's not here.
There we go. There's a little different from what we've seen here in the
Like
past.
They got a tier.
Yep. That's a really nice viewing area. Isn't Brock Hager a former pro light champ?
Yeah, but he came from recently.
Trophy cars. He's another trophy car kid.
Programs.
He's not real good though at riding Honda Cubs. And I hope you're still tuned in there, Brock, because it hasn't ran since. Miles Cheek fixed the plastic, but it hasn't run since. And I want to say it was like 3 years ago, and it's still sitting in my garage. But he's made up for it out in the desert.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's been killing it. So many of our young kids, like I said, they transition from, whether it's been still in short course or even to desert racing. It's been insane.
How many times did I say it last summer during the season that to heck with the Pro 2s and the Pro Lights, it's the kids that have stolen the show.
Oh, absolutely.
With their driving skills and the action on the track, the passing back and forth. Some of the moves that these kids were making was well beyond their years. Find out real soon if it's going to be the same thing today. You've got the weirdest sneezes I think I've ever seen out of any human being.
I was trying to hold it back so it wasn't going to blow anybody's ear.
Wow. It's like your chest was blowing up. So it should be going to green flag qualifying in just a moment.
So a good field here. Looks like 15 drivers. Man, Jake Hill, Trent Lawrence, Ronnie Vale, Brixton Wirt, Lawrence, Samuel Gibbs, in Corona, Brianna Walton, Cassidy Walton. You got Shea McCullough, Braden Lucas, Bentley Dixon, Mason Atbury, Brian Fulcher, and Luke Vale to round out our field here. This is the largest 170 class I've seen.
Yeah, kids from probably, 5th on back are doing it pretty smart. They're gapping right up. They're not going to waste a lap. They're
Smart,
falling back right now and going to be at a nice gap between them and the car in front of them. The guys in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, not so much.
They're right on each other.
Well, green flag is out. We're underway for qualifying in the Razor 170 class.
Come around, get on the clock here.
Yeah, it's amazing enough that these little cars in certain areas are kind of like digging up the sand as well. Kind of surprised to see some of that. And I didn't know it till just now, but they're running on an abbreviated course out there also. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I just saw that too, because they would be taking a little too long to do that full course. Plus it gets a little thick and a little nasty for them in certain sections there. We do this at many other tracks, whether it's the world famous Glen Helen or up in Victorville. And Scott, back to Prim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back to Gilligan's Island.
Oh.
I gotta admit, it was a cool track. It's just middle of nowhere. But it's something that you can see. What you do is you just come on out, stay in Vegas, you've got some time. Good times to be had. So, the off-road Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And Gene. Kim Nearson checks. She goes, has a stock 170 race family in the Midwest. It's crazy to see how fast these aftermarket 170s fly. Yeah. Kim, you ought to see him in person. This is pretty cool. The littlest kids out there hauling the mail like they are. And April Palmer checks in because she's excited for the mini stock class. April Winter's now checked in. Mama.
What's up, Aprils?
She goes,
April
she's like, exclamation point, Team Drapkin.
Team Drapkin, yeah.
Yep.
He's got a big target on his back after
yeah, and he also owes me some chocolate milk yet.
Okay.
The time that he won, it was like 110 degrees that day, and I don't want chocolate milk today. No.
You gotta get that fresh young chocolate milk.
Well, I saw this guy last night, and he's checked. I don't know where Cole, where are you watching from?
Yeah, Cole Keats.
Okay, look out there. It's easy. But Cole Keats is here. He's checked in, watching us online.
One of our former trophy car kids.
So it looks like on the course we're now Hill, Lawrence, and Vale. Our top 3 times are 308, 315, and a 318. Works out there with a 323. Gibbs, 329. They are just all over the map out right now at this moment.
Well, the cool thing is I've seen even with the cutoff, the abbreviation, they're keeping the lap times pretty close to what the bigger cars are doing the full track. So they've calculated the lower speeds with the cutoff to keep it all pretty much close. So Jake Hill still holding on to that quick time. Trenton Lawrence up in that second slot now. Ronnie Vale followed by Brixton Word. Samuel Gibbs, Cassidy Walton round our top 6. Brianna Walton. So great sisters. We got brothers and sisters. We got brothers racing out here. Really love this. I mean, the families always say that family races together stays together.
Another really talented, super talented open wheel driver is checked in. Michael Meister.
Michael Meister, what's going on? The buggy man.
So let's see, that should take care of our qualifying now for our Razor 170s. Top time. Oh, they just flipped the screen on me. Okay. Can you tell us what top times are?
It is going to be Charlie Carty. Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, they flipped you.
It was you too. Yeah, but
okay.
It was. Yes, they changed it up. Wow, they don't usually do that. We got the Junior 2s. They're going to follow up here after the 170s.
Yeah, you're going to notice a big increase in speed between the 170s and the Junior 2 karts. We're going to do our best also to get some updates on the qualifying at Chocolate Thunder. It's going on right now.
See, we got some updates from.
Whoa! Look at the background there. There's a great shot of Shortcourse
and Hammertown.
Yeah.
Hammer Burbs, Hammer Heights, all the different areas.
Dang.
Hammer Heights adjacent.
Corey Michael checks in and goes, do you have a link to the racing schedule? My question for you, Corey, is are you interested in the short course or the overall race schedule? So I'll be able to help you better on where to go.
Well, you could all go to King of the Hammer's Facebook page or the website and find links from all that stuff.
Yeah.
They are so good at keeping people up to date, whether it's minute by minute for our racing for short course or what's going on, what bands are playing, what events are going on, what activities.
Yeah, it's pretty all-inclusive.
Yeah, they do an excellent job.
So Andrew Pfluger's checked in. Tony Collinsworth goes, get some Haley, Kylie, and Chris. Yeah, look at that lineup coming on. There's a full...
Oh, I told you Junior 2 is going to be big.
See, that's probably the most. I'd say junior twos are probably the most popular kart class.
Now you could be younger and drive a junior
And
two.
step up, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes they're just like, you know what? There's so much competition. They've actually stepped up in the junior twos. And these kids, I mean, they drive better than most adults I know. Heck, they drive better than some on the sand highway out here when we're coming out trying to get that traffic. It was like, you know, me and driving in Orange County or San Diego at rush hour in L.A.
Well, here's a name I haven't seen in a while. Ron Sharp has checked in.
Oh, wow.
Ron Sharp is watching us, probably by his fireplace.
Staying warm.
His wife is always on Facebook posting pictures of the lake house, and you know.
There's some pretty areas up there. I'll tell you that.
Boy. Corey Michaels checked
Well,
in. Let's
we're
go,
on a
Ashton.
lake, it's just dry.
Thank God. I mean, we are on the lake.
That's correct. All right, let's just see.
See what the lineup is for junior twos going out there, bud.
All right, we've got Charlie Carty in the 457. Got Mikey Childress in the 484. Brody Glaze in the 425. Jade Manchester in the 423. Lake Adler in the 499. We got Kylie Collinsworth in the 479. Olive Hoover in the 488. Talon Pike in 422. Chris Collinsworth in the 459. Zach Bruckner in the 430. Luke Dawson's going to be in the 410. Haley Collinsworth in the 444. So Scott, sounds like you got some updates on the Chocolate Thunder.
Yep. In fact, they're doing a countdown right now. It's been my mistake altogether. I thought they're qualifying already. They are doing a major countdown right now as we speak, from 60 seconds to probably 30 seconds before the first qualifying begins at Chocolate Thunder. So from this point on, we'll do our best to keep you updated. If you're interested, you can head on up to Chocolate Thunder. Not very far from here, maybe a 3-mile walk.
In the sand, uphill.
Yeah, but you can drive up there, not a problem. There's even a Jumbotron up there. We've got Ian Johnson, Pam Hall, and Miles Hasselquist. They're all up there, ready to call that action as the green flag is out and we're underway for qualifying here.
Yeah, I saw Miles in his wrench getting ready to head out there.
Yeah, Ron Sharp goes, I wish I was by the fireplace. He's in his office. He's probably got one of those fake fireplaces in his office.
Well, it is Monday.
Ryan Monitor and John Holcher's checked in. Don, the big dad of
Holchers.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, Don, you still have my dually? He's got the most beautiful Ford dually. Oh, my gosh. I've been bugging him about that truck for about 4 years.
So great action. We see these guys with little gaps in between them. You know, the whole idea of qualifying, you don't want to race the person, you're racing the clock.
Ooh, our leader up there, the first place car, scrubbed off a little bit of speed. The thing about this class is the kids are starting to get the whole concept of you don't drag race from this corner, turn, drag race to the next corner. No, you try to maintain that speed, that momentum to the corner, make it nice soft turns.
Well, I mean, when you're running, 18 horsepower, one of these Hondas in Junior 2, you don't have a lot of horsepower. You're just basically rolling.
Oh, I'm hearing Miles talk.
I hear Miles, too.
Hey, Ryan. It's, I got Brian Mauser checking in from Indiana. He goes, it's lunchtime for me, boys. He goes, watch the qualifying, hope to be home to watch the pro races when he gets off work. Oh, man, we got some dicing going on. This is just messing up the qualifying. Come on, guys. You know, but here's it, they're kids.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call out the spotters because the spotters got to be communicating that to them.
Yeah, they're the ones who do it. I see Olive Hoover right here racing with the 427. It looks like Kylie. It's crazy. So, as you mentioned, Ian Johnson, Miles Hasselquist, and of course Pam Hall all up there at Chocolate Thunder. We'll, as soon as we get some information, we'll try and let everybody know. And in between when we're on down. We'll probably put it up in the Jumbotron here so you can see some of it.
So let's see, we've got times coming up now. What do we have for times on the laps?
All right, it looks like right now. Let's see what else. Charlie Cardi up on top of 56, 446. Childress, 457, he's on the 57.149. Jade Manchester, Brody Glaze, and Lake Adler, the top 5. Of course, Mikey Childress, son of Mike Childress, motorcycle, also desert racer, and Lake Adler, son of Greg Adler. A couple of multi-generational drivers out there. Great to see. Like them passing the torch on to their
I'm telling
offspring.
you, little Adler, remember last year when he came up into the booth and
Dude, that kid is amazing.
he just went off on, oh yeah, we got a brand new store, we're doing this and doing that.
Yeah, we got race parts, we got this.
Yeah,
we
we're
got
now
deals.
we're now handling race parts. And,
I said, Greg. Yeah, he's like, that's your new marketing kid.
Greg is sitting out in the grandstands. He's just kind of turned around, looking up into the booth, and this kid's just going off. And he's like, he didn't really talk about his racing so much as he did, off-road warehouse stuff.
He knows what pays for that racing. I just love that. I love how far that Lake's come. Watched him come up through it. And, good kid, man. I'll tell you. All these kids are really great. And I think, I always like to say that this is like the golden carrot for a lot of these families with the kids. You got to do well in school. You got to do your chores. And then you get to go racing.
Well, in theory, yeah. In my case, I tried that. It just blew up in my face. Yeah, if you want to race, you got to pick up the dog poop in the backyard. He goes, and this is after he gets his allowance. He goes, I'll give you $5 if I don't have to do it. Yeah.
I pay you back.
Yeah. So that'll take care of our qualifying in Junior 2s. Who's our top 5?
Well, it's pretty much what I just called off a second ago. But it was Childress was second, and it changed so fast.
Yeah. Oh, he missed it again. Gosh.
Well, how I called it, it was right before the checkered flag. So what I said before is what I stand by.
So what class we have coming up next?
We have the mini stocks.
Which basically pretty much is almost, if I remember, a couple of trucks last year showed up. They were what was at one time called the 7S's.
Yeah, correct. Which they still
in the
race
short
in the
course.
desert and stuff too.
Todd Brass is checked in. Ron Sharp wants to know, hey guys, is it warm out there? No.
Well, the sun feels warm.
Well,
in the booth.
Dave and I are actually out of the wind and in the sun, so it's not too bad. We just can't see nothing.
I'll be in tank top in about an hour.
Oh God, no.
Show off the white arms.
No, no. And it's not the arms I'm thinking about either. So.
All right, Scott, let's talk a little bit about these mini stocks, because you can see that they've got a lot of dents. They've got a lot of beating and banging done.
Yeah, for the first race, there's not a whole lot of body work been done during the off season.
But basically, the great thing about this class, you can go to the junkyard, find some of these old Ranger parts.
Well, that's where you find the parts. You don't go to off-road warehouse or.
All you do to go buy all your clips and your safety stuff.
Well, you can.
You get the rifle for parts.
Tyson Marquardt's checked in, one of the. Probably one of the preeminent UTV drivers back in the Midwest. He's checked in from Lena, Wisconsin, home of Dirt City. But yeah, this class looks like it's gotten bigger since last year.
It's grown. The nice thing is, I've seen these trucks, moved on, the 99, 98.
Yep, there's the number 1. Why is he wearing the number 1 plate?
That is Anthony Chusey.
Yeah, Anthony Chusey.
He took the championship. He's got La Bufadora on this side.
Oh, really? So what's our lineup?
We got Robert Orr in the 15. We got Ryder Palmer in the 77. Anthony Chusey's going to be in the 36, or actually the number 1. Justin Miller in the 99. Brent Benistra in the 70. And Hunter Lazier in the 98.
Tyson Marquardt wants to know, what's up, boys? I'm going to tell you what's up. He is not here. Tyson, you're not here, A. And B, you're not here and you didn't bring any of the shoe the shoes famous Bloody Marys.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Don Jorgensen, another one of my friends from the Midwest, is checked in. But we got a lot of people in the Midwest that are watching us right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Midwest is the heartbeat there for Shortcourse.
So it looks like Jason wants to know what's the deal with Pro Spec. Pro Spec
we got one of them out here.
Yeah, and that's the old that's an old CJ Greaves car.
Yep, that's been reworked.
But they'll be running with the Pro Lights.
I saw Chad Rayford, and I was like, hey, where's your Pro Spec? Oh, they're still working on it. Still working on it. Yeah. Come on, Ryan B, get that thing going.
Jaden Lemke's checked in. All right, we got, boy, the numbers are growing from the Midwest. So again, I like to venture these. This is what Johnny Greaves' first step was into a truck. This was his first.
Huseman's back in the day too.
Yeah, I think Kurt Leduc has got that truck yet. That Rick Huseman's old one.
Yeah, Kurt's. I tell you what, Kurt Leduc has introduced so many people to off-road, whether it's short course or desert. And that's pretty cool. I know he was doing a lot of stuff with Broncos, doing taking some VIPs around.
Clint Berry's checked in. Good luck to all the Midwest teams on the lake bed.
Clint Berry, CBR Performance. Tell you what, you want to keep your vehicle cool. They got the awesome intercoolers and radiator setups for all these race vehicles out here. Whether it's a hammer truck, a desert truck, a short course truck, a UTV, CBR's got you covered. Oh, you know what? I forgot.
Okay.
Bob Palmer, filling in for Ryder. He's recovering. But Bob, been like 3 years since he's driven that car, so it's really cool to see Bob back out there driving again. Forgot he actually mentioned, he said, hey man, it's been a drought since I've been on a podium. 3 years, I'm going to come see you.
It's just amazing. It's a great shot of the track, but every once in a while you're able to see a lot of Hammertown in the background. That's just mind-blowing. Well, the Pace vehicle's pulled off the track, and green flag is out. We're underway with our mini stock qualifying.
Anthony Chusey's going to get this one rolling first off here. So Ryder Palmer first has got a broken clavicle, collarbone clavicle. So that's why Bob's going to come out and get some points for that young man of his.
So one of our online watchers, Josh Scheideman's checked in. Let's go, Chris, with the Pro Spec.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Wait, you guys dress like this is a Packer game. What the? Why did you think I said a Packer game? And all of a sudden, somebody in the production truck in my ear just goes, "Dub Bears."
Dub Bears. Oh.
Good luck, Chris.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see that. I'd like to see more of the specs coming out. I'd like to see that class really growing too. It's Pro Lights. It became a lot of work, and they did the LS conversion. But these are totally different setup here with the spec, where they're all Chevy powered. Ryan Beats put the deal together with them.
These, what are we looking at for times there, bud? How are the times?
Well, they're just clicking them off now. So Anthony Chusey, he's not the top qualifier because Van Easter just took it. And Robert Hoare just knocked Chusey down.
We are 2,000 miles, we'll say 2,000 miles away from Wisconsin. And I've got Clint Berry and Ryan Montre goes, is that Amanda Vandenelsen in the background?
Yes.
I hear her voice. Jason said, I thought I heard in the background too. Yeah. We should start calling her the mouth. The VDR mouth. Team mouth. I don't know, we'll come up with something for you. Oh, she's getting messages.
We just want to know if you bought the meat and the cheese.
No, you didn't bring any. And I even went online and brought that up too. You did? 80 pounds? Oh, where's your pits?
Where's your pits? Exactly.
Lace? Really?
Tell Cody to leave her name at the gate.
God. I'll pull up to the fence, just throw it over the top. So we got some pretty good action going on the track right now.
So Venistra is still top qualifier in the number 70, followed by Robert Orr in the number 15, Anthony Chusey in the number 1, Justin Miller in the 99, Hunter Lazare, 98. And
Boy, we've got a little action going on the course right now. That is not helping their qualifying times. Not even a bit. So one lap remaining in their qualifying, and these guys are kicking off some pretty good.
Oh, a little miscalculation there. Got that heavy, loamy sand.
I'm just noticing that you can tell I own a Husky as I'm looking at my shirt right now.
Well, we have a white shepherd at home, and everything I own has white hair everywhere I go around.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. And she's part Husky, too.
So Royce, one of our guys in Midwest, Royce Arnold, has checked in as well. We've got a bunch of guys. George Antill, he was out here yesterday. He's checked in.
Good old George. Love George. Announcer for the Best in the Death series.
Well, you can see, even these trucks, you can see ruts are starting to form on the outside. I wonder if we're going to have a little track prep in just a moment or two in areas.
It's pretty thick there. Deep sand. I had a couple guys that said, "Oh boy, we might be having to bring some paddle tires out here to this sand."
Royce goes, "It's great to see short course racing kick off. It's also seen pics of the Husky." Jason, thanks, man. I really
Isn't that
appreciate
your profile picture, Scott?
Yeah, that was actually Shelby, my last Husky. But let's see, it's checkered flag waving for the last lap of qualifying. Yep, that'll take care of qualifying. Who's our top 5, Dave?
Top 5 is going to be Venistra or Chusey, Miller, or Palmer, then Miller. You got him right in the last one there. So Miller. Well, we're getting some info, I guess. A lot of viewers on YouTube as well as Facebook. So welcome all the folks and all our social media that's watching and all that. So.
Whoa, Class 11!
Class 11!
Whoa, they're racing with the Great American Short Course.
I just got chills.
You got goosebumps, I can tell from here. Yeah. Holy smokes, look at that. But I'm going to...
That's just you.
For everybody that's watching us on our Facebook page, I'm going to swipe over to the King of the Hammers YouTube channel. And we've got a lot of people tuning in and talking there. So follow me over there if you like. And let's keep this thing going, okay? Thanks for tuning in. I'll be swinging over to the YouTube channel in just a second.
So it looks like we got Cisco Bio, Rick Boyer, Daniel Boswell, Josh Felix, Greg Shapiro. We got some heavy swingers right here coming in. So John Jones, Garrison Galley, Rosali, Brenda Grast. Scroll down here. There's so many of them here. Lost my mouse. There we go. We got Keith Langford, Daniel Israel. Oh, Mr. Baja, Larry Rossler, Will Harris, Eric Reinhardt, Caden Wells. Oh. Cole Wimmer, Donnie Donovan. And it looks like Savannah Wiley. 17 Class 11s. Oh my. Great shots of all these there. Saw Josh Felix in the La Bufadora. The Bufadora, of course, one of our great taco vendors here. Big supporter of the Great American Shortcourse, as well as King of the Hammers. Pretty sure they're going to be over at King cooking some tacos one night. They always make a great appearance over there, the King Party.
It should also be noted that Baja Vida, how is that pronounced? Baja Vida and OMP put up $2,000 and $500 for $2,500 added purse for these Class 11 cars.
So that's the Baja Jerky.
Yeah.
I know, of course, Mr. Baja will be driving one of those. They got different flavored Bajas out there with the Baja Jerky on the side.
S-Slingers side by side also put up $1,000 for unlimited UTV purse, and KOH put up 25 grand purse to be split up over some of the other classes. Boy, a lot is being stepped up for this race. Let's see here.
So I'm pretty stoked to see all that. Man, Baja Vita and Baja Jerky, OMP, money there, S-Slinger, 25 purse. How about Gel Blaster, little kids, little gun, little bead blaster things? They're
Little kid nothing, man. I love that thing.
You have one too?
Yeah. I take off the cat with that thing like you wouldn't believe, dude.
I was going to say, too bad you don't have the goats.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a rubber bullet pistol for that. Yeah, that my wife bought me. I Google searched this thing because I'm like, oh my God, can you shoot actual bullets in this thing? It was real. And I Google searched it. It's the same exact pistol, a Ruger, that Special Forces and the Police Academy uses for training. I'm like, she didn't want me to hurt the goats, but what? Really? This thing? But, oh, it was a blaster. Oh, hell yeah.
So we can see the little check marks on the screen for the folks at home. That lets them know when they go across that they're clicking off their transponder. So if you look at the finish line arches, the timing loop is just past it. So it's not right at that line. So they're going to be full throttle all the way through. But I can't wait to see this action here with the Class 11s. It's one of the most beloved off-road desert racing and now becoming a short course. I know when they raced these things at Crandon, they were real popular. A big TV show came out of that one.
So giving them a quick parade lap around. Largest field so far of cars coming out here, and it's almost like overnight since they raced here, 2 years ago I think it was, they finally raced here, and it was like this class got that exposure and exploded all over again.
Oh yeah, I mean, in Baja or the desert, racing, everything pretty much was based originally on the Baja Bug, so it's got a long pedigree in racing. Really, it's really just started, like you said, become really popular in short course just over the last couple of years for sure. You don't think Volkswagen and short course, of course you think, the Baja Bugs and the Class 11s in the desert. Well, they can do pretty darn good on these short courses also. And that is a large field. 3 laps make up the distance here for qualifying for the Class 11s. Baja Vita, Baja Jerky. Tell you what, I'll get a little warm. The sun's out. There's a beautiful day out here. Blue skies. We got race cars on the racetrack.
Green flag is out.
Life is good.
I gotta ask somebody that's way smarter than me that's out here in front of us. I'm on the YouTube channel watching this whole thing.
It's beyond our old brains.
And I'm trying to figure out how can I comment along with the fans that are watching us at home. Does anybody, and I can't figure out how to do it. Because I'm subscribed to it, but if you want to come on up here and show me how to do it, that's great. Oh, it doesn't do a split screen, huh? Or kind of thing?
Uh-oh, one over. Let's take a look here. And that's what I talked about, that heavy, loamy dirt up over the 1112, 1112. Up and over. That is Daniel Israel.
Oh, you want to let her in?
Oh, is it locked?
You want to bet? I got somebody up here helping me right now. So you can see on the screen right now, we got our track crew right there helping the guys back up onto the wheels.
We have to get like a 12-year-old up here. I got ads playing on mine right now. But a great way, make sure you go to the Facebook pages for, of course, Great American Shortcourse. You can watch a lot of
Watch
stuff.
us on YouTube.
YouTube. You watch it on King of the Hammers YouTube page. You get the premium package. On the media page.
She found it?
I don't know. Yep. Comments? Until around 10 o'clock. Yeah, and then they'll go live back up for King of the Hammers. Then they're going to go live for Chocolate Thunder, and then we go back racing.
Boy, I don't see this. So while we have a full course yellow right now with one car that was on its side, I believe it looks like they got it back up on all four.
Yep.
And we should have, I believe, at least, what, 2 laps remaining, I think?
Yeah, 2 laps. That was the first lap that it went up over. And that's one of the things, you know, it's like you're going to have to slip the clutch a little bit, keep that power on, keep it in the power range, try and keep those tires spinning, you know, these things, or keep your momentum. Don't turn too sharp in these things. That heavy sand is just going to take you up and high side you.
Now, we haven't had the fastest classes on the course just yet, but I believe the mini stocks are out there a little bit ago. Started pushing that sand around a little bit. Maybe not so much the big ruts, but started creating a little bit of a berm, kind of like in certain turns. And a little berm can have such a huge effect on little cars like this when your butt's only about, what, 6 inches,
off,
7 inches off the ground?
There's not much travel either, and those things, the bumpers will catch everything.
So I'm still trying to figure out how to get the comments section on our YouTube channel going right now, but I believe somebody's going to be up here in a moment to help us out.
Well, you know, you can follow the Great American Short Course at Great American Short Course on Facebook, at Great American Short Course on Instagram, and of course on YouTube on Great American Short Course. A lot of great stuff on there during the season, but of course all the great premium coverage right now on the King of the Hammers.
So we're back to green flag qualifying. Going to turn 1, a little bit of love tapping on that back bumper. Beats, let's see, our top 2 cars.
I got it on my phone. I don't know how to do it on yours. I don't know what I did different. I don't know. So we got Mr. Plumley. I see him on there.
So Wimmer, Harris, and Boyer are our top 3 qualifiers so far. I think we're on our last lap right now.
That is correct, sir. Let me get over here to the top ones. Cole Wimmer, Will Harris, Rick Boyer, Greg Shapiro, Rosal Prendergast, Larry Rossler, turn the volume off my phone so I could watch a little bit of the YouTube stuff there. Seeing Josh Edmondson. What's going on? Austin Bolson. Austin Bolson said, let's get the Ranger, Plum. Let's build one. Get him out here on a mini stock.
So that should be our qualifying.
Look at this. Cisco.
Right at the line on the last lap. He has so far overtaken our top spot in qualifying.
Cisco Bio, Ryan Rodriguez, Josh Felix, Caden Wells. Of course, Caden, UTV driver. Greg Shapiro.
Man, these guys just aren't helping themselves. They're just beating on each other. 4 or 5 cars together.
I guess Blake Wilkie broke down during the desert race, wasn't able to get his going again. Shame not to have the shreddy. But Cisco, man, he's won a lot. Rodriguez, also. Josh Felix, great to see him in that Lubu Fedora. Greg Shapiro, he took a big win last year at Crandon.
Depending on what class comes out next, we might not have any track prep after this.
I'm thinking not, sir.
Did I see a white flag, not a checkered flag?
1 lap remaining.
They must give him almost a full warm-up lap coming into 2
Well,
laps
it might
remaining.
have been they didn't count that one because it was over on the flip over on the first lap, so I think they reset it for him. And that should be the finish because it's showing 5, so it was 1 around, 1 gimme, and 3 timing laps. But Bio and that Fox back machine looks like he's going to take that top spot.
He hasn't yet to make a mistake. He hasn't over-rotated, hasn't slid out wide, staying right in the line all the way around.
Yeah, Ryan Rodriguez, though, he's not far back. Cisco makes a mistake. It's going to be interesting. 2 top qualifiers we're watching right now on screen.
It's ironic that that car's got Fox on the side of it, and I'm watching how it's handling it.
It's incredible.
There's no rebound. I mean, it's just like when it lands, it squats real nice.
Just sucks it up.
Final corner, I believe, aimed at the start-finish line. And there it is, checkered flag. That'll take care of qualifying. Let's see where they stand as the all come across. Looks like nothing is changing.
Looks like Felix came across there. Should we see Greg Shapiro? There's Greg. Caden Wells. Rick Boyer. We're going to see him. Rick and Julie Boyer, of course, they have that finish line IV. Yeah, they also got the finish line showers now.
Yeah, $20.
$20 for a shower. You know what? That's a
deal. After 2 days a year of not taking a shower, I think I pay $50.
50, too. I'd pony up. All right, Scott.
It's like, honey, send me more money. I got to take a shower. What in the?
That is brilliant. I have not seen that happen before.
Oh, that backpack freaks me out.
Let's go.
Bob Bauer.
Bob Bauer in the house.
Hey, brother.
Hiya. I love listening to you guys. And I love watching you watch the screen factors.
It's a windy day when Bob Bauer shows up and his beard is all over the place. Because he's always combing his beard.
Yeah.
He's always got his.
Oh, he's looking perfect.
And what was cool is like 2 days ago on Facebook, you got that memory thing pops up. Last year, my memory pops up of him. Last year, I caught him kind of around the corner. He's sitting with 2 older gentlemen, and Bob Bauer's arms are up in the air. He's flailing away, obviously telling stories or something. And I'm like, that is the Bob Bauer. So I kind of took like 3 pictures indiscreetly. And he's
shots.
He's like in mid conversation and getting all serious. And I was like, yeah,
Best
that's
stories.
my brother.
Well, I don't want to steal your deal. I just came in to say hi. Good to see you again. I said, this is the first for you. So hi.
Good to see you.
You on your way up to Chocolate Thunder? You're going to hang here with us for a while.
No, I'm going to hang around. I'm done. I'm off the bike. I'm off.
You don't have to be.
You don't have to be.
There's another one there. Whoa, we've got pro buggies coming up next.
Yes, limited buggies.
Are those limited? Yep,
Yeah,
limited buggies. I'm sorry.
Bob
This is
Bauer, true legend here. That's awesome.
Yep. Hopefully we can get him to step in earlier or later on today.
I just want to know where the gnome is.
Oh, I call it the creeper because it creeps me out.
I know that. There it is.
Ah, jeez,
now,
you just
now I
had
feel
to.
like it.
And he knows it because he's kind of snuck it up on me about 5-6 years ago. Put the gnome behind my back, took a picture. Didn't know it was there, and then he put it on Facebook. I saw it later on. That gnome was staring.
Right back. So yeah, limited buggies. This is a. Yeah, that's class. I mean, if it's not about our picture, it doesn't. He's got to have a gnome in it.
So we got our limited buggies at the in staging round, ready to come out of the track, and this is a class that I've seen John Fitzgerald just dominate for so many years. And why he's not in this or even a pro buggy, I have no idea. Because the guy just knows how to do it in open wheel.
Oh, definitely. And of course, some fast kids, though. I'll tell you what, Gunnar Kennedy's been so quick. And you got Carson Smith, Master Smody.
Hey, the fans up there in the monster viewing area, wave to the crowd right now. Everybody's watching. We got a couple hundred people on YouTube. We got about 50, 60 people on our Facebook page. Wave to the camera, everybody.
Oh, man, what a great platform to watch all the action from through the week here. You get to watch it come in and finish here. But the short course is all right in front of your face. You watch it all unfold. So limited travel, 1600cc Volkswagen-powered motors. Now, I talked about how the Class 11 really started. It was kind of like the platform that so many different classes were based upon. You know, like the limited buggies, it runs the VW style front end, the beam front end. Where we'll see the pro buggies later, which are, full wishbone, A-arm, not wishbone, but A-arm technologies. Totally different. You got to be smooth in these, not a lot of power, just like the Class 11s.
Well, I haven't figured out how to be able to comment with the fans on our YouTube channel, so I'm gonna go back to Facebook.
I was gonna say, just want to do it on my phone.
Yeah, I can't seem to find where that chat feature is. So we got Kyle Greaves,
maybe
Matt Gerald. I need to be out there racing. Looks like a blast.
Turn it sideways.
Sideways. No, everything disappears in. But I'm okay. We'll figure it out before racing starts. Well, this is the Facebook page.
Oh, well, okay. Now we need a 12-year-old up here to help Scott work his phone.
Damn straight. Yeah, damn straight.
We need a tween.
So it looks like we're going to have some of our 4,400 cars swing by the stage here on the way out to Chocolate Thunder. And I love how this drone is following the cars around, but as it swings around the course, it's also picking up all the background mountains.
Now, if you notice on the background mountains, you got all the snow up there. That's what I love. I had a great shot. I was over the pack, just to the north side of Chocolate Thunder up on top of the hill. And there was this layer of dust. You couldn't really see Hammertown. But
no, really?
You saw this beautiful mountains and then this white caps all around. I mean, talk about a picturesque. A lot of people are like, what do you see in the desert? Well, it's beautiful out here. It's gorgeous. The mountains, the rocks.
I'm a lakes, river, green grass kind of guy. But I'll tell you this. I will give you the desert is beautiful in the sunrise and sunset in the middle. No.
Or you got to come out during the spring when after it rains and they get all the desert lilies and the flowers that pop up.
Well, one of the better Midwest 1600 drivers has just checked in, Dylan Parsons. He goes, I wish I could have made it out there with the 1600 car, maybe next year. Dylan, damn straight.
Yeah, don't say maybe, say will do. So Smith, Howard, Jones, and Samodi.
Yeah, and their qualifying is underway at Chocolate Thunder right now. They've been going on now for probably 10 minutes, I think. And what's really cool is a lot of the cars are on their way out to somebody had too much time on their hands. Look at KOH 23.
I like it. So, Scott,
What?
mod carts are coming up next. Love it.
Yeah, it's going to be. Green flag is out for the 1600s on the limited cars. I'm kind of thinking that the sand, and this is a predominantly sandy track. I was telling everybody from the Midwest coming out here, either get the big blade on your grooving iron ready or come out here with sand tires. But it's kind of looking like it's holding together really, really well.
And I think that's because of all the moisture they put into it that you mentioned.
And it's getting, they probably were out there just packing the hell out of it too.
Yeah. A lot of weight with the big tractors and scrapers and stuff.
Oh, the Bufadora truck is out here in front of us.
Just saw
one of them.
Ruben.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Ruben.
Well, it was sponsoring Josh Felix.
Okay.
Car. Okay, I'm a connoisseur of tacos, and I'm just going to say it. And I love going to Mexico and the tacos, but I never thought I'd be in the States and find tacos better than I find in Mexico.
And I'll be honest, I've told Ruben this. Both my wife and I are not big fans of Mexican food. We're just not.
Oh.
We're just saturated with Mexican restaurants. Our house, I'm sure you are too, but we're not. But early last summer, when Ruben and his boys were out at one of the gas races and they provided lunch for us, holy smokes! I think they give you 3 soft tacos in a thing, whatever, with whatever proteins you want in it. I went back twice.
Carnitas, carne asada, el pollo. He's got a potato taco. There's also, and his peppers are to die for.
The pork. What's the pork?
Carnitas.
Huh?
Carnitas.
No. Don't do the accent thing. I love having a producer in our ear.
Pork is carnitas.
No, it's called something else. What is it called on his menu? It's not called that. Well, anyways, I asked him what the hell it was. He goes, pork. I'm on 3 of them. And I came back about a half hour later. I want 3 more. And I will drive all the way to San Diego or back towards L.A. to get to, and he's got, what, 5, 6 restaurants?
The family's got a whole bunch of Bufadora restaurants, so it's great. And, of course, Ruben runs the truck, the food truck. So
we were talking about the racetrack and the conditions, the surface. One of the guys from Midwest, Jason, checks and he goes, Farmer John tractor tires would be great in the loose sand.
Absolutely.
Hey, Van Ziel's checked in. Another one of our Crandon folks. As we go on, let's check out 1 lap remaining in the single buggies. What we limited cars.
Carson Smith up top there. Carson's running a 116.6. We got Sean Jones with him with a 118.3. Travis Hauer with a 119.5, and Matthew Samodi with a 1.21.
Kind of surprised he's that far back.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked too.
And I got to tell everybody that's watching us at home, that is a sandy track.
Yeah,
there's no clay in it. There's no other dirt in it because there's nothing around here but sand. So to see it holding up the way it is to me, is really surprising. That's a lot of water and a lot of packing. And I'm telling you, Lee Perfect and the guys did an amazing job so far.
And we can't just bring in dirt tracks that normally would do at a fairgrounds where they have their secret sauce with the clay and certain dirt or red dirt and a little sand here, and they mix it together and you get this conglomerate of traction. But here, what they made do with is just incredible. I mean, the entire crew has done so much work setting up Hammertown, to setting up the short course, to marking the courses. It's so much work, so many logistics that go into this.
And Ryan Monitor checks in again, and I'm going to just say, no, you don't. He's going, we need to break out the dual ports. Well, I don't know if the microphones on our headsets are picking up that rumble in the background. Those are not Pro Lights. Those are not Pro 2s. I'm not sure how many are entered or how many are signed up, but those are mod carts. And our little booth right now, as we're sitting in kind of like captain's chairs, are moving our seats. It's like a mini little tiny earthquake
I've had
inside
a lot of
this
kids
booth. Oh, there we go. Great shot.
That pretend, hey, we're in that Pro 2 in their heads.
Jason Schompers He goes, left YouTube just to let Scott Rain know I care. I'm telling you, Jason is probably one of the smartest. If he's not a genius, he's damn near of genius numbers. The kid started with Scott Douglas sweeping the shop.
That's how it usually starts.
And he wanted to earn money to buy, if I remember right, he wanted to buy a BMX bike when he was real little. And he saved his money. He was sweeping the floors at Douglas's shop.
We got mod carts coming up next, so we'll get that all fixed up there, the modified carts. Now these are 450 power plants that are manual transmissions. They're shifting, they're braking. These modified carts are insane. So Ashton Williams, Cade Martin.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we talked about it earlier where oftentimes last summer throughout the season, I mean, yeah, we got Pro 2s and Pro Lights and such like that and the buggies, but this class right here, so often, almost every single race day, my friend, has, that's it.
Pastor.
That's it. That Pastor. If you go to Bufadora booth right here, it's the pork is Pastor, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Some great shots. I'm telling you, these kids right here will put on one hell of a show here this afternoon. You're going to be amazed at how quick these carts are. Again, just like the SR1 UTVs, these things, the power to weight ratio is absolutely ridiculous. And these kids can really wheel these little carts around this racetrack. It was reported probably 8-9 years ago, a father and son team went out to Barstow to test, and they actually had a radar gun. And it was Mitchell D. Young actually was reported at Barstow testing 94 miles an hour in one of these carts.
Well, it's like a motorcycle or a car or anything, how you gear it and how you set it up. Now, that's a car you would not want to win for a short course. That was geared differently. But yeah, the power plant, you're looking at 45, I mean, stock they come with, what, 38, 40 horsepower?
Well, here's the thing. Just take the body off.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like a Pro 2. Exactly. So if you did some it looks like it's been photoshopped, but it's a Pro 2. Oh, there we go. And there's Ryan Beat with his Pro 2 in staging.
Yeah, Ryan Beat, he's one that's been instrumental in getting that Pro Spec class going with partnership with Chevy, which is really cool.
Caleb Barber wants to know, when is the Impulse Media foot race? Richard Sire wants to know what time Pro Lights and Pro 2s qualify. Well, not too much longer, probably within the next half hour, 45 minutes, I'd say. Yeah? I'd say probably within the half hour.
It looks like I got Carter Vanderhoovel said, let's get some actual jumps, bigger jumps. He wants bigger jumps on this. We got a few good jumps on this.
So when Carter Vanderhoovel shows up, then we'll take care of the jumps.
Yeah, well, you come out.
Are you on the
year.
YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh.
I'm helping.
I want to ask Carter what have they been feeding him, because last time I saw him, he was this tall and he was in the booth with me.
Yeah, now he's like what? Five,
no, he's over 6 foot. Yeah.
Is he that tall now? My goodness. There's a whole lot of Van Hoovels out there, don't you know?
Boy, there's a lot of guys right now in the Midwest talking amongst themselves on our Facebook page that are kicking themselves in the hind end for not being out here. Tyler, yes. Jason, yes. Caleb, yes. So in a moment we'll be going to green flag qualifying, and this place will get lit up. And as loud as this is getting right now with just the mod carts, imagine what it's going to be with 14 Pro 2s. 14. If you've never seen short course cars, so for some of the fans here in Hammertown, work your way towards the Monster Energy viewing area. You're not going to want to miss that. I guarantee it.
The
You will
roar
just
of the big bore baby.
Jeez. Paul D. Mason goes, let's go Ashton Williams. Yeah, so some of the fans that are keep talking here on our Facebook page, even on our YouTube page, check in, let us know where you're watching us from. Carter, I know where you're watching us from. So let's see where we're at. A couple more turns before our pace vehicle pulls off. Williams, Martin, Culver, Openshaw, Martin, Pettetti. Oh, every time I say a Martin, I wonder, oh, man, that is one talented family.
Martin, or Martin?
Man. Adler's out there in a mod cart. How about that?
Well, Lake jumped up to mod cart last season. Fortunately, they had some other racing going on. It a little conflicted, but always great having them part of this. What about is that Cameron Sorensen? Lake Adler, Cameron. Let's see. Maverick Openshaw. And Ryan Denny.
Okay, pace vehicles pulled off the track. Green flag's out. Here we go. 3 laps of mod cart qualifying.
And a big thanks again to Honda and their Honda Pioneer crew. Honda hooking us up. There's Cade Martin in that yellow hooded machine there.
Man.
And Ashton Williams, that Toyota Redlands.
I can't tell if it's the angle of the sun or what, but there's a little bit of dust being kicked up, which shouldn't be surprising, but now we're going to start to see these cars, as small as they are, will tear this track up.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of wheel spin going on. You can see that roost that they're already throwing up. Oh, look at this. Cade now coming up to give a little heat there to Ashton. Man, just qualified. Don't push each other.
You know, some of these guys, I'm sure, weren't on the track last night for practice, so this is the first time they've ever seen this, let alone driven on a sandy course like this.
Yeah, this is a first for them because we do have a lot more groomed tracks that are a little bit more hard packed.
Yeah, clay-based.
Clay-based.
Oh, hooked the right a little bit. Ashton kind of, I won't say got up on 2 wheels, but kind of. He had to turn hard left to correct it. So our lap times are coming in. Martin, Pettetti. Oh, Culver, just like that. Culver jumps into the top spot.
Dave Culver, I'll tell you, that young man has been quick all last season.
Yeah.
Him with Williams, Cade Martin, and Talon Martin.
Oh,
Talon Martin moved up to 3rd there. Openshaw now to 4th. And Brody Martin. Then you got Drake Pettetti, Cade Martin, Travis Jones, Ryan Denny, Cameron Sorensen, and Lake Adler just moves up position. I'm not seeing Cameron click any times off, though. Wonder if something happened, couldn't make the lineup today.
so Dave Cole. Sorry. But Dave and I are up here in the announcer's booth, so we're kind of offset a little bit away from the short course. So we're watching everything. We're seeing everything that everybody at home is watching, or seeing the jumbotron here in Hammertown. And I'm telling you right now, with I believe it's 1 lap remaining qualifying. Yes, 1 lap is remaining. The concept of the speed that these kids are carrying and the G-forces in the corners, you can't quite pick it up on camera as much as you can see by watching it live.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think about it.
So Robbie Hornsby's telling us that's not Ashton.
It's not.
It's telling us that's A. Williams, so I guess we're just assuming it's Ashton then maybe?
No, it's Ashton Williams, it says right there.
Yeah.
You said it's not him?
Robbie Hornsby.
Oh, well, Robbie knows they're on the same team.
Then who the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. They got him. They got him on our timing that way.
Oh, there goes Dave Mason as Pro 2, headed to staging. So let's see. Yeah, there's a checkered flag. I just can't believe that these kids are racing each other as much as they are, and not getting a nice gap at the first green flag, so they have clean green flag laps.
Yeah.
So it looks like Dane Culver still has the point. There's Lake Adler on camera in the off-road warehouse entry. So once again, for everyone that's watching us at home on both our YouTube channels, that'll take care of our mod car qualifying.
So Culver, the top qualifier.
You know, here's I'm telling you right now, Jason Rayben, back in Wisconsin, had brought up a really good point. You know, we've been talking about these kids in qualifying. How come they're not trying to gap between each other and get a clean, flat green? Well, he brought up a really good point. He goes, they don't see it as qualifying. They see it as let's go have some fun.
Yeah, that's true.
He nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. Good for you, Jason.
I think
I never thought of it that way. He brought up a great point. So our top 5 in qualifying will be in the 5th spot will be Betetti, 4th Talon Martin. Let's see. I can't see because of the sun. What do you got?
Culver, it's in Williams, Cade Martin, Talon Martin, Drake Betetti, Maverick Openshaw, Brody Martin, and that was it, and it cleared.
That did not take off. Production 1000. Wow, look at the entries in Production 1000.
I told you.
UTVs. As we watch the, oh, there's Dave Mason in his Pro 2, but as we watch on our monitor, the cars move around in the pits and staging. Something we haven't seen nothing in the last couple days. Dust.
Yeah. That's insane. How windy it got and the dust, and now it's like just kind of nice.
Sean Painter checking in from Anaheim. Dude, you're right down the road. Come on out.
Come on, Sean.
And he goes, I miss racing in short course.
Yeah, miss having them out here.
Wow, now look at the tires on these UTVs as they come out. I don't see a Groove 1. They're all, I call them Hoosier Humpers from my old days.
Hoosier Humpers, yeah.
Because that's what we called them. And
short track days.
Yeah, well, no, from circle track, stock car, Hoosier Humpers, you know, sprint car tires.
Well, I know, but they call it short track, you know, stuff.
Short track finally caught up to the idea of the dirt track, so. Michael Meister's come back. Where did you go?
I was right. 20, 21. There we go. Look at all them. Great to have Chance Haugen back here, too.
Wow.
Look at that. Caden McCack.
I was just pointing that out. Yeah. Doug Matag is out there. Ronnie Anderson. Look at that lineup. Van Beekum. Wow.
Yeah, whoa is right. Whoa.
Yeah, probably the guys that got the longest hours.
The drones.
Drone pilots.
Yeah.
I wonder what
that you have to be looking at that intense, and you're right. You got to be on it the whole time.
I don't remember who it was, but remember, I think it was last year. It was so windy that one of our drone pilots sitting back here, kind of like in front of the Monster Energy viewing area. He was right in there somewhere. He had a like a sleeping bag looking thing opened up over the top of him. So he was completely covered up like in a tent almost, and flying the drone underneath there. What?
That water right there?
Oh.
Thank you. Get a little thirsty up here in the wind ride yet a little bit. Man, what a stark difference it was when we first got here this morning. Looking
Yeah.
at all the people showing up, walking around, people on the Monster Energy stage.
We still got a little bit of wind, but it has died down significantly to the point where it's like just
This is
enough
nice.
wind to blow the dust off the race course so the guys
That's
qualifying
what you want.
up in Chocolate Thunder. We haven't got an update yet from Chocolate Thunder. Hopefully we will very soon.
So Trey Eggleston. Got Connor Berry out there. Let's see. George Lamoses, Cole Gamma, Dominic Benitez, Caden McCachran. We got Cody Hodgson, Drake Matag, Chayton Zane Bender, Cody Myers, Chad Williams. I think they got Rodney Anderson, but I think it's Big Rod, Hot Rod Anderson, awesome. Chris Johnson, Philip Johnson, Michael Bernstein, Johnson, Chance Haugen. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're just going to get a little qualifying going here. We're going to be going to a commercial break here very shortly. Make sure you let everybody know we're live out there. Get on your social media.
Is that Cade right there?
What number was that?
959.
Caden is 102.
102.
$9.59 was Gavin McNamara.
Okay. You can see right now where the track crew is out there and in water portions of this racetrack.
Yeah.
Ron Sharp, every time I see you check in, I know you're not working. There's a great shot again of the mountains in the background along with Hammertown. Green flag is out. We're underway in qualifying. Production 1000. Tell you the Van Beekums have had a rough 2022 in the out of Mid America Outdoors. They were at every single race, but man, talk about mechanical issues. Race after race after race.
Yeah,
and they just kept coming back. Yeah. But I want to say the last two rounds, they finally came around and were really, really quick.
Yeah, it was really great to see when I was out there to the facility and see the facility and running into them. It was great to see.
Still on that opening lap of qualifying for the Production 1000 UTV. Here we go again. Guys are dicing with each other and not trying to find or not starting out with clean laps. Wow, I talked about the Van Beekums. Obviously, they're the first ones across the line, but at the top spot, two of the top three spots. Here we go. Real good friend of mine, Brian Alstein. Dude, if you want some really cool painting, pinstriping, this kid does it. I mean, his helmets are absolutely phenomenal. He's checking in from Crandon. Well, Walker Evans, his
truck.
What would you call that?
The truck he built?
The burnout truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he painted that. Yeah, that's his job.
All kind of retro. And that's pretty bad.
Kind of patinaed a little bit. That was the Walker Evans design. So
Wow.
Lamosas has a top spot. Connor Berry second. Van Beekum in third. McCachran fourth. Benitez in the top five, just like that. Let's see. Johnson moves up into the top spot. Lamosas falls back to second.
So Van Beekum, there he is, took that top spot right away. Benitez Then it looks like we got Ryder and Robert. So it looks like, is that Ryder just took the soft spot?
No, Lamosas got it
Lamosas,
back.
okay.
Lamosas, Van
Ryder, Van
Beekem,
Beekem.
Benitez.
Yeah, so Ryder's second, Dominic Mees third, Robert Van Beekem is fourth. Cody Hodgson is sitting in that fifth position with Cody Myers right behind him. Cody Myers, then you got Caden McCaffrey, Philip Johnson, Trey Eggleston in the 10th position, then you got Connor Berry in 12th. So Ryder Van Beekem back up to that top position there with Dominic Benitez with unfortunately a caution flag. The 915 is up and over on its side.
Lamosas got real lucky because he took that quick time just before that rollover. Otherwise, that wouldn't have counted.
Looking for the 915. It's usually a Mender, maybe? I think it is. Possibly.
No,
Mender. Looks like Chaden.
so our top five right now in that fifth spot in qualifying, which I think this was the last lap, so they might count it as being completed. I don't know. But Hodgson's in that fifth spot as far as qualifying. Van Beekem in fourth. Not sure which one.
Yeah, that was Chaden St. Bender, the 915.
Okay.
Just like that, that RS1's right back over on the race side down.
More times than not, they don't even need the hook. There's just got 3-4 guys and hike it over. Oh, there we go. A couple of Pro 2s are lined up, but there are
buggies.
the Pro Buggies.
Or as they say in the south of the border, bro boogies.
Jason, you're funny, man. I used to have a little bit of fun at Crandon.
Oh, I see Girl Scout cookie for sale.
I saw him yesterday. I ran the other way because
I know.
of obvious reasons.
Keep those Thin Mints away from me.
At Girl Scout cookies, otherwise known as Old Man Crack.
Yeah, oh yeah, they are.
Hey, how about the Girl Scouts? We got a couple of ladies down here by the fire pit right in front of the stage.
$5 a box, or are they $6? $5 a
Five
box.
still,
All right.
but the prices stayed the same, but the cookies got smaller.
Well, in Orange County, they raised them to
But-
$6.
But why did they get
What's
rid of
up
them?
with that?
Yes.
Yes, Pro Buggies
Yes, they
coming
are.
up next.
So it's like they got rid of the sandwich cookies. Why? Why?
Well, the Samoras, which are where the caramel delights now, and the Thin Mints. That is crap.
But the thing is, I'm a dunker, so I need my half gallon of milk. And
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, we got some milk back at the trailer for you, Scott.
but here's the thing. I love looking at the tires. At a track like this, these guys never been on, so I'm looking at the tires, how they're grooved. Some aren't. Some are. Some are running the wides.
Yeah.
Some are running the skinnies with that aren't grooved. I mean, it's pretty cool. Game face. Game
There's
face,
Game
man.
Face. Ezra Everett's there, or is that Ezra? Or is it,
Oh, yeah, Dave. That was him. He wanted them. This is the guy that wanted them. We got one of the girls up here trying to get Dave to buy the.
I'll have to get my wallet at halftime.
Come on, Wiener. Come on.
Free.
What?
I will find you guys, and I
You're
will pay.
giving them to him? Oh. You just got a box of Thin Mints for nothing?
All right, go.
From a Girl
I'm going to
Scout?
find you guys giving me money no matter what, though, because I want to support the Girl Scouts.
Oh, we're giving them one more
Yeah.
time around for
Thin
qualifying
Mints.
for the production UTVs.
You got to get those Girl Scout cookies over there. All right, let's see what we got. Hodgson, McCackrin, Lamosas, Myers, Van Beekem, Benitez, Van Beekem, Haugen, Williams, Berry, Matag, McNamara, Engelson, Bouchard, Bernstein, Anderson, Johnson, and Mender, Gamma, Johnson, and Johnson. Brought to you by, I don't see Gamma, Johnson, and Johnson out there. Sounds like a drug company.
Yeah, this is their last lap
So
for qualifying.
I don't think that's Ronnie Anderson. I think that's Hot Rod.
Yeah, that's the old man.
Yeah,
that's
That's
Dad.
No, that's actually not Dad. That's Shelby's dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shelby's
Dad.
dad, not Ronnie's.
No.
Yeah,
Uncle.
Uncle.
Well, they all cross the line. Oh, Benitez will move. Oh, okay, that keeps changing here. Hodgson has a top spot. Benitez is in second. No, what are you selling? You're not. That does not look like a Girl Scout. Oh, wait, no, he purchased.
I got it.
All right.
What'd you get there, Seth? Oh, peanut butter. There you go.
I just wish they had the sandwich cookies yet. That's like such a bummer.
What they need to do is they need to buy like a milk cart and just sell the little things of milk.
Yeah,
and the cookies.
Yeah, one girl pulls a milk cart, the other one pulls. Then I'd buy off the whole damn wagon. No, I wouldn't, but
Yeah, you would.
probably not online. Not while we're on the air because my wife is listening.
We're gonna go back alley and just doing cookie deals back there for
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah, in the back alley. Here, you're right here. As I bang my arm.
So it looks like Cody Hodgson, Caden McCachran. Look at that, right at the end. Lamoses gets back to third. Rick Benitez looks like
Nice.
Ryder Van Beekum, Robert Van Beekum.
How can you tell a difference? All there's given you is R.
Because his son's faster. Bigger head.
There's a
It's
nice
taken
shot.
away.
Oh, there's our that's our defending
They took it away
class
from
champion
us.
right there. The Red Line Oil entry.
Well, I got it. It was Hodgson, McCachran, Lamosis, Benitez, Ryder Van Beekum, and Robert Van Beekum, the top six. Cody Myers was seventh. And after that, it just changed. I lost it. Haugen was down a little farther. Yeah, I know. Oh, Haugen actually was in the turbo one earlier. So he already qualified. That was production 1000. Pro Buggy. Pro Boogie. That was for you, Andrea, if you could hear us.
You're getting weird, Dave.
I know.
We need to get some updates on Chocolate Thunder qualifying as we're watching right now. Our looking at our lineup for Pro Buggy here in front of us. I'm just amazed. I just love looking at the tires. Right there, you just saw difference in what they think is going to work. The car to the left had the wide tires and that the block grooving.
Matt Brister there, the monkey.
See, there's the skinnier tires. A little bit of grooving, not a lot. Another skinny tire car. Again, not a lot of grooving. If we swing around to the left.
Scafuto, there's Michael Scafuto right there, the 444s.
Michael Meister's checked in and he's going, let's go buggy dorks. Let's see, keep turning. I want to see what he has for tires.
You can see the different ones. You can see the
Yeah, there's the wide tire right there.
Lumacrass, Funkos.
Last weekend I was in Lake Okoboji, Iowa for the Red Bull Ice Scramble.
Yes.
It was colder than the Frozen Rush from a couple of years ago where it was 30 below, legit, not wind chill. But it was like 9 below, but it was way colder. And Johnny Greaves was there with his car, his new car. Oh my! It was like watching a guy that showed up with an Uzi at a plastic knife fight. I mean, he just had the field covered.
That's not shocking. I mean, just said Greaves. Doesn't matter which one.
Oh yeah,
Just say Greaves.
as far as the wind goes, this is nothing to what was like on that frozen lake.
Whiteout.
And they came out, the whole town. I mean, there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there in that lake, and it wasn't just for the race that I was at. It was like they had a festival on the lake.
Well, that's just not a cold day. That's just a normal day for them.
They do that just to get to get out of the house.
Yeah, you get that cabin fever.
Yeah. So here's our lineup. I mean, let's see. We got 9 cars coming out.
Yep. 9 cars. Matthew Brister in the 55, the double nickel there. Zach Drapkin, the defending class champion, the 56. Dale Eberts in the 7. Connor Kennedy, he's in the 82. Gunner's always really quick too. Lorenzo Minacci, the bomber car in the 33. George Allen in the 27. Garrett Allen in the 42. Adam Grunder.
Oh, he finally made it. All the crap we gave him.
Well, what do you mean? We can't get crap from him on the Facebook page for you.
Here's the deal about Adam Grinder. He's from the Phoenix area. He's very active on social media. Every single race last summer, he was always posting this, posting that from his garage, taking pictures of his car in his garage.
Where's the buggy?
Yeah, and it's like, get off your butt. Come on out. Get off your butt.
You know what? If you're going to pick a race to make your comeback at, you make it at Hammers. Great American Shortcourse.
But he told me he was coming. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just bring a chair for you, and you can just like be a spectator like everybody else. No, bring the car. Yeah, whatever. So then he had to post a video of him back in the car out of the garage, pulling it into the trailer. I'm like, yeah, you're just changing storage areas.
And then he just moved it in the back, in front of the house.
No, I'm just like, yeah, you're just changing storage areas. You ain't coming out to Hammers. There's no way you don't know. Yeah, and there he is.
Don't forget, we got our ladies from the Girl Scouts down there. Come support the Girl Scouts. $5 cookies.
You notice how all the guys know that exactly where they're at, but they're doing big circles around them when they walk around?
It's like sharks, like great whites just kind of circling the prey.
No, I call it avoidance.
Avoidance?
Yeah, because if I walk by them right now, I'd feel really guilty.
Well, they're not sure. If it's something I eat.
They don't know where their wives are located yet, because if they went up and bought a bunch of cookies.
Looking over their shoulders.
You did not buy. You know that's like not good for you.
We saw Seth. He came over and got a couple boxes, but he can afford it. He's young.
Check this out. Ruben's just checked in. He goes, I'm cutting some onions and watching you guys.
Awesome. La Bufadora.
The best tacos. I'm telling you right now. To everybody in the production truck, you need to check out La Bufadora. Really? Oh, he got his bike out finally.
Yeah. I expect to see him driving like one of those old-timey big bikes for some reason.
I'm surprised it's not one of those electric coolers.
Electric coolers, that's it.
So he should be going green in just a moment for 3 laps of Pro Buggy qualifying.
So Dale and Ezra Eberts did well last night, I guess, in the desert race.
Green flag is out. There we go. Our first car across the line.
Lorenzo Bonacci there.
Will trip the timing loop, and we're underway.
You know, it looks like Lorenzo's been going to the Fab School, learning how to build some stuff and some videos. Pretty cool.
Yeah, doing his own thing, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Trapkin right behind him. Second on the track, as we haven't had a full lap just yet. So keep an eye on that Red Line oil car.
Now these are a little bit different, of course, than the limited buggies we saw. You see the A-arm front independent suspension up front there, and of course, run that Ecotech or Honda, power plants.
This class I like. Well, you've heard me call it before. The limited cars, I used to call them like the IROC of off-road because they are so freaking equal.
Oh yeah. Anyone, it's if you drive that car well, and the other guy drives well car, it's who is smoother.
And these cars I call the Formula One of off-road. Open wheel. It's not exactly run what you brung, but you got a whole lot to play with. There's a lot you can do.
You can't lean on people. You can't bang doors. You got to be smooth. You can't have contact. And I could be doing a pit maneuver on something.
And this class here, I think, is the hardest class in all of off-road to be driving because there's so much going on inside that cockpit between shifting, clutching, hitting the right buttons, communication,
cutting brakes,
the mud eater. All this stuff going on, and a lot of the times, almost all the time, you're doing the steering one-handed because all this other crap is going on.
Well, that's why they got the communication buttons on the steering wheel. You got a mud muncher.
Yeah, this class is not short on controversy the last few years in some different racing circumstances.
Oh, okay. This is kind of important for a lot of our racers out there. The new Ultra 4 map download is ready and available at PCI. So if you got one of those new Garmins that they're selling, and you can make sure you get the updated map, or you got an older one.
Well, that's why these guys were waiting in line and they weren't open yet, kind of getting complaining. They had like 30 guys outside before they were.
Yeah, they're like, I need my GPS file, please. I don't know where I'm going.
So we got 1 lap remaining in qualifying. Eberts has got the top spot with Brister and Drapkin, 1, 2, and 3. Those 3 names are always at the top spot.
Synonymous for sure. Great to see Dale, though. Like I said, him and his son, Ezra, did a great job out racing their buggy in the B1 class, I guess, last night. Class 10. What acronym you want to use, Scott? So I know Lorenzo's sponsor, Bomber Eyewear. Jason Rivera's right over there, right down the center row, I guess it would be, selling all the Bomber Eyewear. You see Jason. And his cool dog that wears sunglasses.
Kind of surprised Drapkin, not that he's running that 3rd spot as far as qualifying goes, with them being on the white flag lap for qualifying. I'm kind of surprised he's that far back in time, because he's a little over, just shy.
Well, let me tell you, Brister just ran a 107.9, Eberts a 109.9, and Drapkin a 109.2. So, pretty quick. So I'm thinking that Drapkin, that doesn't make sense.
There's the checkered flag.
108, I'm sorry, 108 he got. So Ebert's there, so it's going to be Brister.
And there's somebody parked at the side. I think
George Allen?
Is that 27?
Yeah, I think it's George Allen. There he goes. He got turned around.
So it looks like Brister will take this top spot in qualifying. Eberts will be 2nd quick, and Drapkin will be 3rd quick. We should be getting a quick replay from our production truck on what took place just a moment ago on that spin out. And let's see. Yep, there it is. Oh, it got squarely off the jump. So he was able to square it up and just lost it into the corner.
Yep.
That was kind of unusual. You think I didn't see. I couldn't tell if he locked up the back tires or not. Maybe downshifted too much. Oh, we got trucks. Oh, boy, do we have trucks. You're going to want to see this, I'm telling you. If this doesn't get you lit up like nothing else, oh, my gosh. He already got his Girl Scout cookies for free, by the way.
No, I'm paying for those. I support the Girl Scouts, and I think you all should. Yes, this is the Pro Spec Mini Open and Pro Lite that's up.
I didn't know Holcher was running 2 classes.
Yeah, Pro 2. He's got a new Pro 2 also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said I didn't know he's running 2 classes.
That's awesome.
I still wonder how he fits inside these cars, because they're big trucks and all, but he's a tall kid. He's
he
like,
got
what?
on top of our podium, and I used to have to bend over to him.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got to get like lifts in my shoes to reach him.
Or a milk crate.
And I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
Kid's like what, 6'9"?
So we're coming up Pro Lite, Pro Spec, and Mini Open. Now the Pro Spec is a new class in the Midwest.
Yes, it is.
And the Mini Open is actually the old style Pro Lite with the 4-cylinder.
Yes.
So go back before it was Pro Lite.
It's coming full
when it was the
circle.
4-cylinder spec chassis, and there's a couple out there that just want to race. So that's what the Mini Open is called.
Yeah, unfortunately, our good friend Brian Cannon, I know Kurt Leduc.
What happened?
He got called away to work. He had to go work.
Really?
Had to go up to Washington. I'm so bummed.
Really?
Yeah. He lives for this stuff. He is such a super fan.
He had to freshen his motor when he was building that truck. He had to freshen that motor because he put in so many laps up and down the street in front of his house.
I know.
He was on social media. He was so excited. He'd get to a point. He'd get to a certain point in getting that car built, and he had to run it up and down the street.
I know. I'm just heartbroken. Not
And
to have him
yeah,
go.
and then he'd get to another point in building that truck. He had to go up in the street, and then I'm like, dude, you had to freshen that motor, didn't you?
His neighbors love him.
Oh, they do. They really do, as I understand it. So here's our lineup.
There. Oh, what a great
Yeah.
shot there. The
Wow.
drone.
Oh, the building's moving again.
Oh, I can feel it. It's stirring.
It didn't quite. So Johnny Holcher's out there in his pro light.
Great shot there. A Slicky, Connie Berry.
Van den Elzen is out there. He's in the pro spec, which is an old CJ pro light.
Which has been reworked again.
Yeah.
By Ryan Beat and his team. Ryan Beat Motorsports.
There's a name I'm not familiar with. Hertz.
Nor am I. That is a new one for me too. Hertz.
I'm telling you, this Chris Van den Elzen's got a lot of fans.
Oh yeah.
He is so well liked.
Good kid.
Tyler Fisher checks in one more time. He goes, "Let's go VDE," which is Van den Elzen.
Yeah, he's moved
And
up to the program.
just in time before I have to go to work. Oh man.
You know, it works. He in the Midwest. It's like 3
Yeah.
hours later there.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he must be on his lunch break.
there's like what 45 people I think online watching
love
us on just the Facebook page.
I love it.
I think there's a couple hundred on YouTube, but I'd say about of the 45, probably 40 of them from the Midwest. So we should be going green flag in just a moment as the vehicle, pace vehicles, the Honda pulling off, the Honda Talon. Yep, it's pulling off the track. No, not yet. Let's see, yeah, a little bit yet. Oh my God, those 14 Pro 2s, did you say?
14.
14 Pro 2s. Wow.
Catorsi.
There's going to be over 9,000 horsepower on that track at the same time.
That's like insane. That's just. It's great to see that again.
I'm feeling it, man.
I want to see all the old Pro 4s come out of retirement. I know they're out there.
Wow, we got 1,400 people on YouTube. Yeah, if I could figure out how to do the conversation on YouTube, I'd be over there. Oh, wow. Tyler Fisher goes, "Where I work could power every RV in Hammertown." Don't say that out loud, Tyler, because Dave Cole, who owns King Gang of the Hammers, might be calling you.
Yeah, really. Look at this. Great shot there. See Prado Raceway there.
Okay, green flag is out. We're underway.
There's Johnny Holcher.
3 laps of qualifying in Pro Light, Pro Spec, and, well, we don't have a
Ryan Bruckner and Kyle Knott going at it here in qualifying already.
Yeah, there's something we haven't seen very much of, huh?
Yeah, that's the good to see. The separate boys. I know you want to have fun. Get your fast times. Get your qualification in. Now this has got to be quite different from Johnny Holcher. Not usually riding in the sand. Let's see who's going to throw the fast time here. I know some of these SoCal boys play in the sand a lot. But Johnny's he's a really talented.
Well, how many guys
driver.
actually take their cars out to Glamis?
Actually, a few of these guys, they got paddle sets for them.
Well, that's not the same as,
No.
yeah.
They're
Tell you,
jumping.
Johnny's getting to figure. He's riding that berm.
I think Johnny's figured it out.
He's found that cushion, man.
He's got this down. There's
First lap for Johnny Holcher. Okay, that's not right.
No,
What
it's
is it on that?
It is going to be a 108.2. 108.2 is the mark to set now. Kyle Knott now is coming across it with a 110.766. Brody Engelstad. Good to see Brody there with a 111.8. Chris Hirsch with a 114.372. Oh, we got one up on the wall, up over the hydro barrier.
Wow. What would you call that? That's not a turtle.
I don't even know how to describe that. That's a 77 machine there of Chris Hirsch.
Hey, welcome to Shortcourse.
Look at this short course.
Whoa.
Oh, that was right around the first turn.
That looks like he kind of did a pirouette up and over.
They'll get him flipped back over. Looks like not a lot of damage there.
You know, that's, I guess, an indication of how soft that, if you get out into the, we'll call it the marbles, the cushion,
yeah.
whatever you want to call it. Even if you got the tires flat out spinning hard in those marbles, that soft spot, you're going to go over.
True.
You just can't get out into those marbles. So I think Dave is watching us on the YouTube. Feel free to ask any questions of Dave and I. We'll do our best to answer them for you. What?
The YouTube.
The YouTube. I'm on Facebook, so if any of the people are watching us on Facebook, you can ask us questions as well. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. We're going to take, once qualifying is done, we're going to take about an hour break maybe and come back full-blown short course racing at 11 o'clock. So for all Midwest people, grab something to eat, something to drink, and then head back to your couch, your desk, wherever you're at. And we're going short course racing at Clint Braun, from Oconto Falls. I was born 12 miles away from her in Oconto.
Oconto?
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
Yep. You know, north of Green Bay, yep.
Green Bay.
Our producer's in my ear saying, yep. Oh, he's a Youper.
We got Youpers.
Whereabouts? Oh, God, that's not a Youper. You're almost Canadian.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that up the top?
He's from Marquette.
That I know where that is.
The guy that's in our ear back in the production truck, he's from Marquette. Wow. I love Marquette. It's so beautiful.
I guess I'm not special if I say it.
Well, just a little story real quick. I used to live in Green Bay. I lived in Green Bay for years, and my sales territory was part of the UP. And my boss would ride with us twice a year for like 2-3 days as we did our territory run. I always chose the winter to go through the UP. And he did it once and he never did it again. Never saw him again. That's why I scheduled it. But that was my first experience of, they didn't have snowplows up there. They had huge snow blowers on the front of these big honking dump trucks. And they would just go down Main Street, and the snowbanks would be like 10, 12, 14 feet high on the sidewalk. So then there was no place for people to park, but you had to find some place to get onto the sidewalk to get into the stores downtown. So the store owners would cut tunnels.
I heard that.
Through there, yeah. Oh, Connor Berry's got a little damage there, huh?
Yeah, it looks like just a little fiberglass damage. Nothing that can't be ripped off and replaced. Yeah, we didn't have much snow growing up in San Clemente and Laguna Beach. We had sand drifts in high tide.
Blah, 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 blah.
There's Brody Eggleston there, the number 14.
We're back underway qualifying.
For the Egg Boys.
So you can see how the pro light guys, they're really gapped out. There's a big separation between each car, and they are running for time. There's no doubt about that. Now, I kind of would suspect that some of the drivers that may not be quite as proficient on a short course, like say, like they're normally seeing, dirt, clay, that kind of thing, they might shine on a sand surface like this.
That's a good point. Didn't take that into account.
One lap remaining in qualifying as we're following Connor Berry in that CBR number 2 around the racetrack. Looks like is that the final corner before the start finish? Nope.
Nope, this is, I think. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. We're still learning the track ourselves.
Yeah. No, the next turn. Nope. The next turn. Nope. One more. Ruben checks in one more time. He goes, I'm crying watching you guys cutting onions. There's Johnny Holcher. He'll be out in the Pro 2. I wonder if we're going to be taking a little bit of a moment to give him a chance to jump out of the Pro Lite, run over, jump in the Pro 2. we're going to have to.
Oh!
That's not the first time he's done that.
Yeah, Connor's having a little trouble getting that through that thick dirt. It's getting really soft there. You can see the roost. There's a roost that's being kicked up, and it's really getting that light fluff on top.
Well, we just heard that.
Heavy.
Here, let's see. Is that the 14? Yeah.
Brody Eggleston. Whoa. Bring it around full circle.
No, you're on. Why would he do that? Just
Brake.
too hard of the brakes? What?
Yeah, I think it's just braking.
Too much rear brake? Well, it looks like,
and
yeah.
That's a good point you brought up, because you could check set the bias on
Yeah,
these
back
things.
and forth, yeah, front and rear. So that'll take care of our qualifying for Pro Lite. How to turn out? I'm on the wrong screen.
It's going to be Connor Berry,
No way.
Johnny Holcher, Brody Eggleston, Cal Knott.
Are you
and
kidding me?
Chris Hirsch, the top 5.
Connor Berry is our fast qualifier?
And Van Elson's going to be 6th. Ryan Bruckner 7th.
No. Wow. Good for him. He kind of needed that.
I think he pulled it out the last laps.
Well, I guess you have to be just a little bit on that edge of going over. He biked it 3-4 times. I wouldn't call it a huge bike, maybe 6 inches off the ground, but that is what it sounds like. That's what he has to do. Oh, our 14 car Pro 2 lineup about to hit trackside. Fans, go right now. Get to that Monster Energy viewing area if you want to see Pro 2s on this racetrack.
Or the Jumbotron by us.
Holy smokes, I'm telling you, you're going to want to see this for your, oh boy.
So I know we got people on the King of the Hammers page. We got them on the Great American Short Course. Watching on their Facebook. We got YouTube
Dave,
going.
I'm this far away from just dumping the microphone and running out there and
I know, me
watching
too.
it.
I can feel it. This whole booth
No, look
is
at
vibrating.
for all the fans back at home, you see that Jumbotron right there? Our booth is right in front of that. We can't see the racetrack except on the monitor. So what you're seeing at home, yeah, I know, huh? What you're seeing at home is what we're seeing here in the booth. We can't see the trucks live. Is that Mayan? Is that Spat?
Spaccarelli, yep.
Trevor Shunk is checked in. Josh Sokovitz is watching.
There's Dave Mason Jr. there.
Dave Mason, eBay Motors. He ran in the Class 1 race, the B1 race yesterday.
Yep.
I think he finished second. I think.
He was
in
on
class.
He was on the box, yeah.
In the class. There's Ricky G.
Yep.
I can't see who that is.
That is
For Sale of Rents.
Is that a 77?
Could have been. There's Ricky G. He's our defending class champion in Pro 2.
That's 76. Oh, we got Mason McCarthy out here. We've got Anderson out here. Look at that, the NOS.
Is that Ronnie though?
Yeah, looks like Ronnie.
It is. It's Ronnie. Yeah.
Ronnie Anderson, right on. RJ threw him the keys again.
Holy crap, it's a ground moving. At least it is where we're sitting.
I like it.
Kind of like sitting on a dryer, isn't it?
Yeah. We got Michael Mameli Jr. We got Justin Sir out there. Eric Jacobus, Brock Hammer. Mason McCarthy. Ryan Beat, Doug Matag, Johnny Holcher. Now McCarthy's always an interesting story, all the Fast and Furious vehicles he saw going through, his family, his dad and him, or his dad Dennis, they build all those. So they're able to take real life stuff and apply it to the movie cars, so they actually are more realistic now. Like when they're doing some of the scenes, they drop the off-road vehicles out on the parachutes. Those are actual real off-road racing vehicles. I guess they built a few tuner cars too.
Yeah. So we're not exactly sure what the holdup is. Maybe they are doing a little bit of track prep. I don't know. That'd be my only guess. But this is going to be exciting. 14 Pro 2s. I think this is the largest field we've ever had in the history of Great American Short Course.
So water in the track down there.
Okay, yep.
Getting it all prepped up because you know these Pros 2s are going to tear it up from the floor up.
They might even give the guys an extra lap, parade lap around.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess.
Suck in a little bit.
Yep, you can see the graders out there as well.
Calvin out there.
Oh, man, I'm getting wound up.
I want to go run to the track right now, Scott.
If you want, go ahead. One of us should.
Yeah, I know. It's just such a great feeling.
Because we'll be able to see basically 1 or 2, maybe 3 trucks at best on camera, but we can't see the whole picture. So there's a lot that's going to be going on.
Well, I like that they throw that one drone up. It gives that a big overview sometimes.
Oh, it ain't the same. Oh.
It's always really cool when they do that.
Oh, man.
Then you can just see it. With 14 of them out there, this track's going to be pretty full.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the guy in our ear right now back in the production truck, he don't sound like no Youper to me.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He lives in Colorado. Okay,
oh,
that
no.
makes sense.
Oh, so he's been refined.
So it's like, dude, it sounded like a California slang. Let's go shred the mountain.
He's a shredder, not a Youper.
Oh, don't
See,
you
now
know.
you sound Scottish. He's talking to us right now in our ears. He sounds almost Scottish. Whip out the bagpipes, my friend. There it is.
Love that shot.
Final
Old Glory waving high. As our producer said, America.
I'll put $100 on the fact that Chocolate Thunder can hear these Pro 2s, and if they can't hear them right now, when we start going to qualify,
wait till
they will hear
the
them.
throttles.
So what graphic am I looking at now besides the star of where we're located? I see.
Pro 2
Yes.
is correct.
We got Pro 2s coming up. This will be the final class in qualifying. So I'm looking at the California graphic for all our fans back at home. The stars approximately where we're located.
Mojave Desert.
And that's a new look right there where the whiteout is, or the white is.
That would be a trailer.
Huh?
That's a trailer.
Oh, really? Oh, it is.
See, look at now it's orange below.
Yeah, now it's somebody's back. Oh yeah!
That would be Mexico below California.
I'm excited. Bring it on! You people that have never seen this stuff before, you are about to get really wound up. You think I'm nuts?
Yeah, you guys are walking away.
You think I'm a big talker? Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
You gotta stay for the short course.
Terry, how come you're out there watching Pro 2s right now?
Dude,
of anybody out there who would appreciate it, it's that man right there, and he's walking away.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell? What the hell?
Dig the new suit.
Terry,
I like that.
I know. I saw M.A.
That's just qualifying. I'm going to watch the race.
I saw M.A. on his fire suit walking by before, and I'm like, really? He got bottle barrels? Huh? All right. No, I'm surprised you're not watching the Pro 2s, man. Get your ass over there.
He's going to go get the best seat in the house, probably. Wait, did they just shut all the motors? Oh, there they are.
No, they're out on the course. Yep, they're giving them an extra parade lap around.
Scrub it. Yeah, it's great to see Ryan Beat. I remember watching Ryan Beat. Ryan Beat, a former Supercross rider.
Oh, my gosh.
Team Kawasaki.
My wife is watching.
So Ryan came out, jumped in with the Black Rhino guys in one of their UTVs.
Yep.
And there's a step up. Nobody was doing it. Ryan's like,
why?
Why not? Watch this. He went out there first lap. Wall up. After that, everybody's doing it.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, wow. Look at the fresh laid tracks there. Oh, just chocolate cake looking sand, dirt. I don't say that often about sand.
Yeah, if you have dogs and they love to sleep in bed with you and you can't control it, you kind of sleep in that just about every night.
That's okay.
Hi, honey. Glad you're taking a break and watching us. And no, that wasn't me that bought the Girl Scout cookies. Those are Dave's.
I'm going to share them with everybody.
No, I don't want
I'm
any.
going to feed them lots of.
No, if they had sandwich cookies, the Girl Scout sandwich cookies, I'd be. Yes, I would be buying them, but they don't, so I'm not. She's laughing.
Well, I must say we were that yesterday, and we had a bunch of little girls with us, and my partner Sean and everybody. So we bought some cookies out there from them too. They delivered out there at race mile 3.
Yeah. So we'll be going. It looks like the water truck is still there, so we might be giving them another lap around. I'm not exactly sure.
I think they're going to be one lap around before they let them get started.
Well, they're already on a full lap going around, so they might be giving another one. Yeah.
They got to burn that sucker in.
All right, what's Ricky doing? He's slowed down.
I'm waiting for looks like
No, why?
Sorensen and Kip Michaels to.
My wife is saying I'm busted. Busted for what? I didn't do anything with any cookies. I didn't even touch the box.
Whoa, that's a conversation you don't walk.
I didn't even touch the box.
He caressed it. He's lying.
Oh, did somebody stall out?
Yeah, no, they're just putting them. He's just saying, hey guys, go ahead of me.
You know, these crazy Pro 2 drivers, you just never know what goes on when they put that helmet on. Oh, they're actually going green flag right now. First one across the line, Ryan Beat. Here we go, 3 laps of Pro 2 qualifying.
Bill Stein.
The 51 of Ryan Beat first across the line. Let's see.
Now look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
He's got that set up. That's what they're doing. They saw the green flag, and they want that gap. They want the clean track. That's what's going on.
It's not a time. They got 3 laps, so they're going to be able to do it. Oh, well, I can see
Dave Mason Jr. just a moment ago. That's the 93. Yeesh.
That 93 would be Johnny Holcher.
No, that's it. No.
It says 93 Nick Holcher. That's weird. There was Ronnie Anderson, the 52, as usual.
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate it. Oh, boy. There's Mayan Spaccarelli. What a great ambassador for the sport he is.
It was great when he did the Jay Leno garage deal. Got a lot of exposure for off-road when he was racing for Tonka.
Is it? I think you were right about Johnny Holcher. I'm just so used to seeing the red, black, and yellow. That's a different look.
Yeah, I think you want to mix it up like cake batter.
So let's get to first lap.
Ryan
times.
Beat, Johnny Holcher, Mayan Spaccarelli so far.
Those are the first 3 in order.
Then you got Doug Matag, Ronnie Anderson, Ricky G, Mason McCarthy has yet to go across, and Doug Matag. There's Doug Matag. So
Mason moves up in the third spot, qualifying.
And Ricky Gutierrez now goes to 3rd. Ronnie Anderson to 4th, Mason to 5th, and Spaccarelli to 6th. And looks like McCarthy jumps into 5th. Ryan Beat, though, the quick time.
He's still in the top spot. Holcher and Gutierrez. I kind of figured those 3 are going to be in that position at the end.
Oh.
Maybe in different order, but those 3 will probably be right there in the top 3.
Wait for McCarthy. I'll tell you, he's going to...
He picked up a lot at the end of the season last year. In fact, he landed on the podium in that last race.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work to that truck. They've done their homework. There's Sorensen there. Precise.
Beat still on top. Holcher in 2nd. Gutierrez in 3rd.
99. I believe that is... Let's see here.
Man, this is exactly what they didn't want to see. These drivers all packed up together.
Hammer in that precise one, right? So no Michaels and no Sorensen. I was waiting for that U.S. Air Force machine to come out. Sorensen.
Whoa, somebody hit the hay bales and pushed the button on. Wow.
Look at Ryan Beats and said, I'll move that for you.
So there's 1 lap remaining. God, they got so packed together at the last moment. There was a big gap between every single one. They were all taking their time, doing a heck of a job of building up that gap. Yeah, B's pretty much got everybody covered right now as far as lap times go. That'll take care of qualifying. So what we have for, it looks like our top 3 are going to be,
hold on a second here.
say Gutierrez in that 3rd spot, Johnny Holcher 2nd, Ryan Beat top spot. But
So
what are
Ryan
the times?
beats a 109.3. We got the 106.2 is his quick time. 107.2 is Holcher. And Ricky Gutierrez, 107.3. Then he got a 107.6 with Ronnie Anderson. Doug Matag, the fifth fastest right now, with a 108.5.
So I'm not surprised to see our top three and who they are beat Holzer and Gutierrez. Anderson, Matag, and Mason Jr. that are fourth, fifth, and sixth. Kind of surprised to see them not mix it up. But the
Yes.
thing is, those three drivers and their crews are incredibly smart, incredibly intelligent. They're going to do their homework and get those cars ready for the race this afternoon.
And they're now figuring it out. Some of them, they
Yeah.
could practice and all that, getting the tire groove right, getting the, the torque reverse, like you said, set up for these conditions.
So got some more fans back home. I call home being Wisconsin. Josh Gasson is as good to hear you at the track again. Him and his daughter are watching us.
That's very cool.
He is a unbelievable engine builder. I'm not sure if he has any. Hey, Josh, do you have any trucks out here running your motors?
So Ryan Beat looks like he's going to be the top qualifier with Johnny Holcher, Ricky G, Ronnie Anderson, and Doug Matag, the top five. Just out the top five, you got Dave Mason Jr., Mason McCarthy. You got Mayan Spaccarelli behind him in eighth. And Ramali, Sir, Hanmer, Jacobus. Going to be the rest of the qualifying there.
Well, one of my buddies back in the Midwest, he goes, it's break time, ready to watch Pro 4s. Well, I hate to tell you this, but there's no Pro 4s here this weekend. So we're going to step aside, everybody, and we'll throw up some really cool short course off-road racing videos and get ready to come back for main event racing at 11 o'clock. So everybody grab something to eat, something to drink, find a seat as we're going to short course racing at 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Short 25 minutes away.